Hello, everybody, and welcome to a spooky Saints stream. It's Halloween. Happy Halloween, everybody here joining us today. I'm your host for today, Matthias Talbot, joined by, would you like to introduce
Yeah,
yourself?
my name is Brendan Commodus Matthews. We're back for another League of Legends stream today on a cold Halloween night.
Oh, yeah, it's very, very cold. I heard it's been snowing even right now, so it's very,
The
very
dreaded
cold.
word.
So I hope anyone out there is nice, warm, and bundled up. And if you're here watching this stream, hope you're all nice and cozy at your homes. And it's going to be a NACE League of Legends Varsity Premier League with St. Clair College versus Oklahoma Christian University. It's going to be a good one. Both teams currently 6 and 0, so it's going to be the battle of the giants, the two top-ranked teams here to battle it out. Here we are with the rankings for our regular season. As you can see, we have St. Clair on the right there, and the East two conferences up there with OC Esports, the top two, 6 and 0. The other ones in the current conference there is Rochester and Oakland in third and fourth, but not a single other team with a flawless record.
Yes, the only difference between the two teams is Oklahoma has dropped only one match, where St. Clair has been flawless the entire time.
Wow.
So this match is going to come down to basically the prep work. Who has done the better prep? Who is prepared? You can't sell yourself. You can't sell the other team short because they also know what they're doing.
Definitely. You never want to underestimate your opponent, especially when you're best of the best right here. St. Clair just going 2 and 0 across the board every single time. You just got to wonder who's going to get the mar on their flawless record here today. You don't want to let that happen, but it's bound to happen now. This is the point. We'll see who determines who's the best here today, at least for a little while.
Yeah, absolutely. Here, um, it's good to see St. Clair. Flawless season so far right now. But two teams coming in here 6-0. Only one's going to come out 7-0.
Definitely. And they have that flawless win streak as well. And it's crazy, but, you know, with League of Legends, things change. You could have that flawless record, keep going and going and going, but your champ could get buffed or nerfed or changed, or you could be Kasanti, get mega buffed, have that 60% win rate. But I think we also have some changes here that we can look at of the newest patch. So we'll see that in a little couple moments here. But I think there hasn't been too many changes. I think they're probably going to try and adjust Kasanti a little bit, as that 60% win rate is a little bit obnoxious. Yep, there we are. See him right there. And it's just buffs all around, I think. It's the same buff. We're seeing 35% flat get changed to 45, 60, and 75.
So Cassante is going to do a little bit more damage the later the game goes on here.
Quite a bit more. That
Yeah, that
those
is.
in a game like League, those multipliers add up and
Mhm.
up and up, and a few little changes. A little bit less health, a little bit less
Some bug
damage
fixes
here.
as well, make the champion feel a little bit better. I know. But right now, like Riot is coming, like it's Worlds going on right now, right? They're getting prep for the next season, so a lot of changes are going to be smaller now. And we
There
got there.
are players here today. We have one of them in a nice little kitty cat mask for
One's in
Halloween.
spirit.
Definitely. It's always great to have any kind of costume, even if it's not the best. It's always nice to see that little bit of effort here today. I tried to throw one together, but I was gonna be a cowboy here today. But where the hat was locked away in a classroom or an
That's a
office that I
cowboy
couldn't get
without his
through.
hat.
Yeah,
Just
I
a
was
boy.
not I was
Just a
not gonna
boy.
turn to an outlaw here today and break down that door. But with all that said, the players look locked in. They looked ready. They looked relaxed. They're here to have fun, and they're here for a good time.
Yes. It's good to see, St. Clair has, as the games I've seen in cast, right? I've seen them really focus on winning from the bot lane as well. But there's a couple times with their drafts where I would see them draft a comp and like it's an early game composition that snowballs, right? And then a couple hiccups happen and then the ball stops, right? But then I just see a lot of teams. Like St. Clair kind of gets bailed out by other teams by fighting over neutral objectives that shouldn't be fought over. They can easily just give that up, play another 4 minutes, farm up, get those items. but for some reason, the other colleges in this league just like, no, we need to fight for this dragon.
Yeah.
We don't need, right? I'm wondering if they like Oklahoma's done the research and focused on like learning when to fight for objectives and actually exploit a lot of these drafts that St. Clair has, because they've been really loving the Briar pick right now. That's good in mid lane jungle. I hope.
Yeah, Briar's a very, very strong
Yeah.
champ right now in the jungle. That life steal is so impressive, and the near global ultimate, hard
It's
to play
annoying.
against.
I didn't play against a Briar until like a couple days ago, and I get it. I get
Yep.
it. I get it. Like as an ADC, you get smacked by that, it's over. It's over. Like there's
that-
nothing much you can do.
Yeah, that'll ruin your day, but we're going to throw it to a quick break. We'll be back with our exciting game today to determine who will go 7-0 flawless here so far, and we'll see you very, very soon. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to NACE League of Legends Varsity Premier League. It's St. Clair Saints versus Oklahoma Christian University. It's going to be a good one here today. Both top of the best teams here, deciding who will be 7-0 and who will be 6-1, ruining both of their flawless records here.
Yeah, looking for some strong, good team play here, right? Very explosive. St. Clair really loves picking that Callista bot, and, aggressive bot lane, winning from that. And here we go. We got the draft going on here. See what they pick here. We're probably going to see, though, the same thing out of St. Clair, Callista, a Briar pick. That's what they've been doing for the past 2 games, or past 2 weeks. But we see a Lee Sin ban out of St. Clair. Oh, and there's the Briar. There we go. So now, St. Clair's in a weird spot. It's like, okay, they've always been able to play Briar the past 2 weeks here. So,
And there's the Silas ban,
Silas
another
as well.
strong champ. And we have the Rel ban coming out from Oklahoma Christian as well. That's a pretty strong ban, a very strong support pick. And then Talia, another strong mid laner pick. We see Akashi often playing that, but St. Clair doesn't want their opponent to have that either.
Looks like St. Clair's focusing on getting a good jungle and mid pick here early, banning out probably some problematic champions. What they're thinking about here, while Oklahoma, looks like just targeting just comfort bans. It looks like Briar, the Rel. LeBlanc's a weird one. I haven't seen them play LeBlanc yet. I don't know if that's a pocket pick out of St. Clair.
I often see Akashi playing LeBlanc as well, so that's another.
And there we go.
Yeah. There's the Callista pick that we were talking about for a little while there, and a very aggressive champ, a very good champ there, getting a lot of CS in the early game there. So it's a great pick.
Very aggressive.
Oh, the Ashe. Ashe, another strong bot lane pick.
Yeah, especially currently right now with the builds going on right now. Ashe does have a lot of poke, and the slows does make Callista's life very rough in the lane, and especially in team fighting. Let's see what they pick here. I think we're getting the
Orianna. That's another very, very, very strong pick. I think that's a mid laner pick there.
Yes, that's a mid laner pick. A lot of players, especially in Worlds right now, it's a very good safe first pick in. As well as Ahri, but Ahri's kind of like useless. She kind of just stays alive. Or Orianna has a good team fight, and then the Syndra to respond to the Ori. Syndra has the better poke, has a better all-in combo as well. So we're looking for definitely we're going to see mid definitely ahead in CS, HP, and on the rotations there.
Yeah, and the Jarvan 4. That's probably going to be our jungler here today.
Yes.
A very, very dominant pick.
I've actually saw them flex it to top lane, and it shouldn't work. It shouldn't have worked, but it is an option. But yeah, definitely a Jarvan pick. Definitely to take away that Orianna Jarvan combo. Jarvan goes in the Cataclysm, and then the Orianna gets a free then Cassante lock. Oh man.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough to play against if they've played him before. Because I'm seeing a lot of people pick him up because of the high win rate, and it's very, very strong. But if you just can't pilot him well enough, it might not be as work out as well as you want it to. But
Cassante can also be flexed into. Actually, no, it can't. Technically, he can be flexed in mid lane, but not with the comp that Oklahoma's trying to do. Kind of weird though that they blind open the Cassante. I guess they just want to play the OP champion. But St. Clair probably going to... I'm thinking they have to go for some anti-tank here. Like, Callista needs to ramp up, right? But it's not consistently a good tank buster here.
Seeing another ban come out from Oklahoma Christian there on the Renata Glask there. Taking a very powerful support pick. But I don't often see the Saints playing Renata, so...
Yeah,
it's not...
I've seen them like play against it, but the Kindred is... Wait, what?
The Kindred, yeah, that's an interesting pick. And then the Renekton, that's a strong ban on Oklahoma, the Renekton.
Yeah, Renekton's pretty good. Nocturne as well. I guess they're just banning champions that Jarvan has trouble playing against. I guess, the Kindred, so the Kindred alt, right? So, like, Jarvan goes in, Kindred just presses R and basically nullifies whatever Jarvan's trying to do. But St. Clair definitely needs a tank buster of some sort here to deal with this Cassante.
Ooh, and a Graves for their jungler.
St. Clair has struggled into Graves in the past. I've seen, was it last Monday? I was casting one of the games there, and they got this Graves just ran over them the early and mid game, but couldn't close it out.
We have the Alistar and the Jax. Alistar support, Jax top for
Oh, I
St.
don't
Clair
like
College.
that.
I
don't
think
like
Jax
that.
is pretty strong right now, but the Alistar.
Jax is definitely, he's not what he used to be. It's not. I don't get that. There definitely is an aggressive all-in. I do like the Alistar with the Callista, right? Alistar, right? He doesn't need a landed ability to start a CC chain. He can just dive in, but it is a very Alistar goes in, you have to go in, or else he dies. The Janna there, the Ashe, so they're gonna play a good slow peel, push off, and just you know find like a good opening for St. Clair, for Oklahoma looking for a good opening to against St. Clair's all-out aggression, all-in type comp here. That Janna is honestly going to find a lot of value. St. Clair is probably going to have to look for a pick either onto the Janna or the Orianna before they start fighting, because Janna shows up, Jarvan goes in, Jax jumps in, Alistar goes in, Janna just presses the alt or R button, and then it's just like, well, what do we do now? The problem is, the very, very tanky as well. The Jax, Alistar, and the Jarvan. Jarvan definitely will probably go full damage here, but he's still tanky with the itemizing and the HP he gets. Late game though, this Jax needs to be ahead. If this Jax is
Against
not
the
ahead,
Casanti as well, it's gonna be very tough.
yeah, it's gonna be rough. This Jax needs to get this Jarvan is probably gonna have to hover top, while praying to God that Callista and the bot lane wins their lanes respectively. Because if this Jax doesn't get out of control, they're gonna hit a point at 25 minutes, and they just can't touch Oklahoma.
But overall, I think these team counts are very, very interesting. I'm excited to see how this game turns out. But with all that said, we're going to have to wait a little bit while longer before we jump directly in the game. We're going to throw it to a quick break. There's a little bit of a tech pause, get everything sorted out. We'll be right back in the action on this spooky Halloween bash going on.
Don't go anywhere.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to NACE League of Legends Varsity Premier League. Here today, it's St. Clair College versus Oklahoma
30
Christian
seconds until
University.
minions spawn.
And here we are, back on the Rift once again. We saw the draft, and it looks like we got our placements just right with where they are here on the map. And it looks like Oklahoma's go for a little bit of an invade. They're playing very, very aggressive here. Just keeping vision, and we'll see what happens here.
Ooh, get some little poke onto the Graves here. Not too much. They don't have any like proper CC to engage with, so you're probably not going to see any invades. Just more posturing, if anything. But right now, St. Clair with their team composition right now, everything needs to go right in the early game and the mid game. If this game goes past 28 minutes, 25 minutes, it's going to look really rough, and it's going to be like just an uphill battle try to fight for anything, especially with the scaling, the peeling, and all the utility that Oklahoma has on their team. So it's going to come down, basically, this game is going to be decided in the first, 10 minutes, in my opinion. Or the first track fight.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens here. And now we have the minions out. We have the junglers starting to do their clears. Things are starting to move. And overall, I think you're correct in the assumption that they need to win this quick. That's their win condition. And for Oklahoma Christian, it's going to be try and drag this out as long as you can and get as beefy as you can. Farm, get those dragons, try and play for the late game here.
As we can see with the pathing right now, both junglers hovering around the bot side right now with their clears. Probably, I'm pretty sure Oklahoma has identified that they want to win the bot lane, and this bot lane needs to get ahead. So the Graves is probably going to hover to dissuade the Jarvan from doing anything he wants to do. As we can see, St. Clair is allowing Ashe to push under to their tower, but that's just kind of how the kits go. You know, Ashe has that AoE ability, so she has control over the wave here.
Yeah, definitely. Ashe is a very, very strong champ right now. A lot of strong builds. People usually go for like the Trinity Force. It's a very strong pick for that champ. And once that champ gets going, it's hard to put a stop on their train if they're ahead in kills. So both teams playing very, very cautiously.
Oh,
Not seeing too many
back,
fights.
though. This gives the Jarvan the timing. Look at this opening.
Well,
It's exactly what St. Clair needs. So they're going to pass. Oh, the flash gets both the knockup. But there's no follow-up. I'm pretty sure Alistar already used this ability, so it's on cooldown. Ashe gonna poke him down. Alistar has to use both pots, but I think he's still able to hold the lane. Jarvan's probably gonna help bot shove that in to get a reset, while Jax is putting the hurt onto Cassandra.
I've got a little bit of a brawl happening top, looking like Jax is a little bit the healthier one in that exchange, as the waves get pushed up on bot lane for Oklahoma Christian side. Just seeing a normal clear happening from the Graves, and it's just nothing too crazy happening yet. It looks like St. Clair is ever so up on CS, maybe by like 100 gold or so.
It's so matter. It doesn't really
it's a
matter,
minuscule
sadly,
amount.
But
overall, a very standard game. Both teams
Cassandra,
playing very, very well.
Cassandra here, trying to hold the Jax here. Probably Graves might look for a little gank, just maybe get a summoner spell out there to make Jax a little scared, a little more hesitant. Oh, no, it looks like he's just going to path back to bot. Never mind. Cassandra is just going to chill, relax, try not to die, just keep...
Maybe he's going to go for something here. He misses it, though.
Low mana. But Cassandra, you can just, you can be shoved all game, it doesn't matter. You just have to keep on levels with the Jax here. Keep trading. You just can't die and give Jax an absurd lead. Because if Cassandra can't answer Jax in the side lane, Jax is gonna run away with this game.
Definitely. Jax needs to get that early lead if he wants to just totally run away with it. And overall, it's looking pretty good. No teams making any obvious blatant mistakes yet in the game. Just playing very cleanly, farming their waves. Make sure not to overextend, but as you can see, St. Clair still ever so slightly in the lead to CS, and if they keep building that and building it, we might see that actually amount to something later here in the match.
It won't matter until probably 9 minutes, where they might get a small component advantage, and then able to maybe snowball that.
Starting drag already.
Yeah, the Jarvan has to do something. He hasn't he got the gank down bot lane, but they're not. Oklahoma's not allowing the St. Clair to get anything from them. The fact that no kills has happened right now, because right now we've seen St. Clair with 2 to 3 kills by 5 minutes sometimes. But the correct thing is to get this objective down, like get something, right? Put a timer onto the Soul Drake fight there, because if you fight for Soul Drake, right, you get that soul. It doesn't. At that time, sometimes scaling doesn't matter. Sometimes the buff, the dragon buff, and the Baron and the Elder, it's just good. Just you have that gives you enough stats for where it doesn't matter, right?
And all these dragons are going to matter, or drakes are going to matter more and more as time goes on, because Oklahoma, if they're playing for the long game, if they don't get soul, even in the long game, that's going to be tough. It's going to be rough. So that is the advantage Saints need to make up for the little bit of a disadvantage they might have in their current comp. As we see a little bit of an invade coming out from the Graves, maybe going for a gank here on the top lane.
Both of the Graves here. Are they looking for a dive? Like I wouldn't try this. Like there's no benefit. Like this backfires. This gives St. Clair like a big breath of fresh air. Yeah, it looks like he's just gonna. All right, that's smart.
Just
but
clearing
on the
out,
bot side,
warding
Alistar going in for a little trade here, a little poke. The Ashe just look at that. Just throws the W out, presses Q, and is able to trade out. Oh,
that mid fight came down to 1 HP.
Damn, that is heartbreaking on the side of St. Clair. Orianna.
Oh, and we got a brawl
and we got
on
another
top.
brawl top. Oh no, it's a disaster for St. Clair. They were just like, just got the dragon fight here, but that's going to be a kill onto Cassante? Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's 2 kills now for Oklahoma Christian University in the span of a few seconds. Maybe making it look like 3, but looks like they repelled that attack there. St. Clair not going to find much through that whole exchange. That's terrible. Looks like the Jack's overextended there.
This is what St. Clair didn't want to happen. This is their nightmare. This is their nightmare right now. The Jax is down, has been killed. Syndra was solo killed in her lane.
And the ADCs are just doing
fine.
And
there's just like with this Janna is just slow heal shield, and Alistar goes in and gets chunked for half HP because there's just no response.
He's looking to even this up early. Well, they're still both level 7, but not going to find much there. As we go back to the bot lane, just farming the minions to keep pushing up that wave.
Looks
like
like they're
fight, but they're probably going to get out.
As well.
Looks like the Graves is just taking Scuttle, making his clears, playing like he usually does.
He's just farming.
He's
just
back.
farming. You got an assist top, which is good. He doesn't have to do anything. Oklahoma just got to sit back, relax, don't fight. Just don't fight. Just don't fight until 14 minutes.
That's a mid gank.
Oh,
Happening
here
from
we
the
go.
Graves.
Oh, the
there
Graves.
He is. Going in. The stun from the Orianna might open it up, and there is the kill from EMPs. That is a strong 3-0 lead in the early game.
Jarvan's going to have to catch that, and that's going to show where Jarvan is. That's going to give Cassante one, it's going to open up Rift Herald. 2 is going to let Cassante just go for these aggressive trades. And they're going to go for Rift Herald.
Is Jack's going to contest? I guess he has 3 of his teammates.
A little greedy. No, that's just not happening. The Alistars, they're like, yeah. St. Clair's like, we need to do something, and they're probably just going to take the Scuttle Crab. Honestly, take it.
I think they're going to try and take a Rift.
Or sorry, not Scuttle.
Yeah.
The bigger one. The bigger Scuttle Crab. But yeah, no, it's just like, yeah, they get it. They get first tower, so be it, right?
That's pretty good. It'll secure them a good gold lead, maybe even that out, make up for the kills if they can get that early slam while the plates are still up. And here in bot lane, same stuff, just clearing.
Yeah. Ashe getting some solo XP here as well as a turret plating as well, which is feeling really good. She has her Berserker Greaves, so she has the movement, the attack speed, able to stack up her Q really fast. And then she's just gonna go right into Triforce, and then it's just a rough game.
Yep.
It's just
From
a rough
there,
game.
it's a rough game.
It's a rough game.
Wow. I think the numbers are bugged in the client right now. They're all showing 999 max damage for every single thing. So if you're seeing that and thinking, hey, that doesn't seem quite right.
It's on the Jarvan wall there, because I guess they're considering the wall as an entity. So who knows? But Cassante dying there. But the kill goes on the Jarvan, not onto the Jax, which you really want. But Jarvan is looking for a second, but he doesn't have a flash up for it, sadly. But Oklahoma able to answer with a response on killing the Syndra there. And, yeah, it sucks Cassante dies, but, just relax, ward up, farm up, wait, kill that timer.
Yeah.
This is Oklahoma's game to lose, honestly. That's where it's at right now.
Definitely. The Saints are down quite a bit, only securing Rift. They got both objectives, though, in the jungle.
They did, yes.
If they can play their cards right, they while they were going for more early game team comp, they might be able to find something if they just keep hammering these objectives
Yeah.
and starving Oklahoma of every single dragon, every single rift. Might be able to make something work, but
The thing is, like, you know, like back when they first released like Rift Herald and like the new dragons, right? They were really strong by themselves, right? Like
Yep.
the fact that like Infernal Drake used to give like was it 10 or 8% ability power
Something
in
like
AD. Like it was really strong. You actually felt the difference. These dragons now, like it's very marginal. Like
Yep.
honestly, you don't live and die because of it anymore. I know there's like some type of math thing with like a Syndra combo, right? If you
Yeah.
had the Drake, you could kill him like you without an auto or something, and like in the pro scene that's huge, right? But right now it's just like take it, who has Rift on the? It's,
we do.
It's Jarvan.
Oh, Jarvan.
It's Jarvan. Jarvan has it. He's looking for something. He's trying to find an OP. He's trying to either get a solo pick, and he's trying to get a pick in the lane, and then be able to use that Rift Herald, because that Rift Herald's almost at half.
he got stunned.
Yeah,
No,
it has a
he's gonna
timer on it. It's halfway done. If he doesn't use it, it's just a waste, right? But he also wants to use it before, is it 15 or 14 minutes? I can't remember.
I think it's 15.
I think it's 15, yeah. 15 minutes, right? Because if you don't use Rift during that time, Rift is kind of like, it's kind of useless. It's like, wow, you got turret damage or you got one
Yep.
turret, right? You really wanted to get the gold. But here we go. Oklahoma is going to start the dragon, try to force it. The Ash arrow goes all, they jump onto the Syndra. Syndra goes down, but that's a lot of summoners and flashes. The TP's coming out of Jax, and this looks like an easy Hex Drake for the side of Oklahoma right now. I was a little worried. But then I looked at the map and see where everyone was at, position.
Ooh, Jarvan going in for it, but he doesn't find anything there with his R.
Maddie is trying his best to find anything right now. Anything. Kills, summoner, objectives, vision. He's just trying to get something. But it's just not... His laner's just not giving him anything. It's
pretty
rough.
tough there.
It's rough for the... Like, what more can he do?
I think he's looking to use the Rift here in mid as they have the wave pushed up. I feel like now would be the time maybe,
Yeah,
but
I think-
maybe he's going to save it actually for later.
There it
but,
is.
Yep, there it is. But
Get the extra platings on the Syndra.
be a little
How
late.
much?
And get
I think that's 2
one
plates,
slam.
right?
Yep.
2, yeah. Oh,
1.5.
1.5. It's not the greatest Rift Herald, right? But it's something, right? He has to use it. He wants to have access to his Oracle lens so he can be able to start ganking again, right? Because you know what, teams, especially at this level, right? They look at the map. It's not your average gold solo queue where they ping, spam, ping, miss. Oh, they kill bot lane here.
Yeah, Rockboom got the nice push up on the kill there. Could maybe finally swing things in his favor.
Yeah, good dive. Was that under tower? I couldn't tell.
That was under tower. Just under tower.
Just under tower. Able to find that pick on the Janna. Or sorry, the Ash. My
Yep,
apologies. You know that's good. It's on the Ash, right? Ash doesn't get that wave, the XP for that one, but Noon Quiver coming out on the Ash.
Sephiroth doing very well at keeping his opponent here mid at bay, or the Graves not letting him push up, getting his business, and now he has a little bit more turret health to play with right now. So it's in a decent position. Not great being down a few lives, but it's not unwinnable as the Saints are seeming to find a little bit of footing here, getting kills and finding some advantages to press.
Yes. Probably one. I don't know if Oklahoma really wants to, like, if Oklahoma fights this next drag, like if they get to this objective late, I think that'll be St. Clair's buy-in to this round, to the mid game at least. But if they just, if they get to, they rotate properly, they rotate fast, they get the vision, they get there first, right? If Oklahoma gets there first, right, they have the vision advantage. They're running into an Ashe, Janna, Orianna, and Graves. Right, that is a rough task. It's not fun. You probably get chunked down instantly. You try to go in, and the John is like, no. But here we go. It looks like they're trying to.
They found the Cassante lurking in the bush there.
Are they gonna dive top here?
Looking like
No.
I think they just want to keep him at bay, keep him where he is.
Vision. I think it's just for vision here. Jarvan's looking for something. He's able to see him through the Oracle lens, but he misses the EQ combo. Not much he can do though. John is pretty fast with that base movement speed, and there's a little scuffle up top lane for a little vision control, trying to fight for the vision for the tri-bush. And Jax is just going to be splitting bot here, but the Rift Herald is up.
I think someone accidentally hit that one.
Yeah.
Don't think they're going to take it. Or maybe they would, but then they lured out the rest of all of Oklahoma Christian there. They're going to collapse, except for the Orianna there in the bot lane.
Now Jack's TP is up, right? Oriana also has TP, but it's down. So I'm pretty sure St. Clair wants to fight for this Rift Herald and try to get it because they will have the numbers advantage. Or at least, on the worst case, it'll be even numbers. And here we go. Yeah, there it
Graves
is.
is going in now, starting a big team fight.
Oh, the Alistar
is
is able to jump onto the...
Ash is there, though.
oh, no. The Janna almost dead. The ult comes
Oh, they
in.
get one.
Oh.
That's a big
St.
player out.
Clair able to win this fight. Oh, but the Ashe is still firing. Ashe is still alive, but, you know, Ashe doesn't do a lot of damage. He's not a typical ADC, but the jump, the stuns, and that's going to be a cleanup for St. Clair, but the Oriana trying to get a good ult off. Doesn't get... oh, but the Ashe able to get a kill. The Ashe is still alive. Jarvan comes back in, jumps in. Oh, but the Oreo able to stun 2, take down 2, and he's able to get 3.
Wow. That was
was
an amazing showing from the Oriana there, cleaning up like crazy. That was amazing. We even get it out of the
Oriana
battlefield.
single-handedly saves that fight because that was looking
That was
grim.
a
Like the
massacre.
Janna was engaged on by the Alistar. Alistar was able to knock her back away for her team. Janna's ult was basically useless that fight. And then like the Engager, the Ashe. Sadly, they weren't able to kill the Ashe. So the Ashe was able to consistently damage and slow it, able to drag that fight long enough to where the Oriana was able to walk up from bot lane to get there. But neither team goes for the Rift Herald, the main objective they were fighting over, but gold trades hands here, you know, bounty golds here and there. Oriana now has a, was it 400 gold bounty? Yeah, 400 gold bounty right now, so she's going to be a prime target for Jarvan. Like, Jarvan's, like, needs to get that gold onto either himself or the Syndra or the Callista.
Yep. Things are certainly heating up here as the next dragon is up. It's going to be a Cloud Drake. Both teams looking to get it as they both have one drag. Or one Drake soul in the a Drake in the chamber there. Looks like we might have a fight here top. The Oriana's looking top. Rest are mid.
Here.
A little bit of a stun there from the Graves. Not going to find much though. Janna find much. And overall, I think they're both just waiting for the opportunity to go for this Drake as they see it.
Graves got to be careful here. Clearing out vision. It's just a vision war right now for the dragon. Santé roaming up. They see where the Jax is.
They see him. There's the vision. They have full vision on the team. They know 4 of them are there. They're going to go for it. They started the dragon.
This is a bait. This is definitely a bait. They're trying to get them to come in here. The Ashe
Arrow,
arrow
it
misses. Oh, that might be the opening for St. Clair. Look at the Jarvan.
Oh, a big Janna stun. And now the
Jarvan gets the 3.
in.
Look at that knockup. Triple knockup. But he's able... oh, there's the ult.
Santi's going in right now, though. He ulted.
The dragon's at 1 HP. 1 HP. Someone hit the dragon. Ashe is able to get it. Ashe is the best jungler in the game right now. Oh my god, what a disaster.
Wow. What a chaotic fight there in the Drake pit.
A 3 for 2 for Oklahoma with the drag take. Oh, jeez, I can't believe the dragon was at 1 HP. It was anyone's game, anyone's drag.
Smite.
Oh my god. Somebody just hit it. Look at it. I like
sneeze on it. Yep. Oh, there's the nice little vision from Ashe. Not going to find much. See the blue ward there.
Get that scryer, dude. That's vision score. That's free. But yeah, no, like 8 to 12 kills wise. Gold is even though, but 2 dragons on the side of Oklahoma. Like the fact that they have 2 dragons this early, pre 20 minutes here, it is looking dire for St. Clair right now. Like this shouldn't have happened with this team comp. This shouldn't happen, right? Or at least that's your idea, right? Like clearly Oklahoma had the read, they had the bans, they had the good, really just a better draft in general, right? St. Clair just got out drafted this game, but man, oh man. The fact that that fight, the Ashe arrow missed, and they still were able to come out a kill ahead and the dragon, like, it was looking scary though, right? You saw the Jarvan come in, they got the triple knock, they're able to get triple knock up twice in a row there.
Yeah, but I feel like
there's no damage, there's no follow-up.
Yeah, the Casanti chunked them though. He used his ult, he chunked them, was the tank absorb.
That's
took
the
all the
scaling
attention.
we were talking about earlier, right?
And he didn't get that many kills, but he just hurt them enough so the big hitters can just go in one tap, tap. And while he's doing all that damage, he absorbs all that
and he's
like,
a
attention.
tank too, as well, right? Like as a tank, he does that damage. Like, look at his items, right? He has an Iceborne Gauntlet, Ninja Plating, or was it? Yeah, Steel Plating, not Ninja Plating. And then going into Thornmail here, like there's no damage. There's no damage, and Riot's like, he should totally do
Yep.
damage.
Amp up his damage.
Amp up his damage is base damage. It's fine, right? Was it 200 years? 200 years of collective gaming experience for the hell the number was, but my lord. But yeah, now Cassante is just 2 kills ahead of the Jace or Jax up in CS. He can just bully this Jax. This Jax can't do anything. The Jax is not ahead. Cassante bullies him. He's under tower. I hate to say it might be over. I hate to say it might be over.
They're gonna need to take the next Drake, and then I think they need to go for maybe an risky early Baron take or something in order to flip this around.
But here we go. Here's the
a
fight.
big fight.
Oh!
Sephiroth's gonna find one, and EMP's is almost gonna get taken out there by the Jarvan as well. The turret gets taken out. Going in big arrow. And EMP's going to get Maddie as well, and that's going to probably get the Alistar. He's going in there and get Sephiroth, get a kill as well, and now he's going to have to retreat. Cassante's going in there. He's trying to get a stun. He's hitting him up. Gets a knock up, and he's going to take out Sephiroth as well, and now Rockboom is all alone with 3 around him. They're closing the distance, and the Ashe is just going to do so much damage on that Callista, getting a double kill and wrapping up that big team fight up there in the top.
Thing is with St. Clair, they're able to find this Janna, right? But you kill the Janna, there's still, you know, an Ashe, an Orianna, a Graves, right in that fight.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you're able to kill the support, but there's still 4 people that would just kill your team outright. All the resources were just used on the Janna, and Sante's here just gonna break mid. He just absolutely destroying the tower right now because Demolish is also a balanced turret.
Yeah, I just want to say in the last like 30 seconds, Oklahoma Christian has taken out 3 turrets. The Saints were just trying to take out one there in the bottom, unable to find it as the Janna pushed off the Jax. But once again, gearing up for a little bit of a fight. It looks like a mid as both teams are funneling there. But the Baron is up. There's no vision on the side of
45.
Oklahoma, and Dragon up. And if they get Dragon, they're on Soul Point.
Yes, it's also going to be a Wind Soul, which is really, really nice. It's a really good soul. I'm pretty sure it's the best soul in the game, unless it's Hex Tech now. It's been a while, but
both very
strong. I think they're like both like A tier at least minimum right now. It's really good. You get the movement speed, you get the attack speed as well. I think it's attack speed, right? Movement speed, then you know, really good, really strong, and I think it's also cooldown reduction. Yeah, cooldown reduction. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, it's a pretty strong Drake Soul, Dragon Soul to have, but looks like they're looking for an early Baron take here from St. College. Cassante pushed up majorly with a Janna, trying to take the 4v2 fight right now, but the rest of the team is coming in as the cavalry, and hopefully they're going to take a fight here. We have a lot of vision. They see him. Cassante getting a little bit of a hit, but he's very, very low. But he's going to ult there, go in there, but he gets taken out quickly by Sephiroth, and now they're taking another whole team fight here. But he doesn't find much as the rest of Oklahoma Christian is going to back off, ward it, and only play for a Baron steal, it looks like.
Well, that was, it's unfortunate that Cassante was caught out there early to get chunked half HP, but Jarvan EQing there, going to take some damage there. But yeah, St. Clair trying to pressure and trying to bait this Baron. It's like, I don't think St. Clair wants to take this Baron. It's just more the idea of like, we could be doing it, and it forces a response at Oklahoma, which forces them into those choke points where that Alistar is going to find value, the Jarvan's going to find value. The Ashe Arrow hits the Rockboom, the Rockboom uses the cleanse, so at least that's down a summoner spell here. This could be a decent fight for Oklahoma here. They just got to wait for the Cassante to get back.
Yeah, the risky thing about doing that to lure them out here by St. Clair is if you do actually try and steal the Baron and you get wiped out there, you're given a free Baron.
That's the game there, right?
So it's a very, very risky play. They're going to back out of there, and that's
frees Dragon. That's free.
That's free. They're going to try and clamor back to maybe get a steal or contest, but with how much damage that Ashe is doing and the Graves, the whole team really not going to have any chance.
Yep. Oklahoma now on Soul Point.
Up 3K gold, up 3 towers. It's not looking great if you're a Saints fan.
Oh no. Oklahoma looking to take away the first, give St. Clair their first loss this season in the NACE Star League. But who knows? The game's not over yet. You never know. You never know. Just one lucky team fight at a late game, right? Because due to late death timers, especially like 50 seconds, you could definitely steal games like that.
Definitely, and it looks like they're going to try for their Baron strat now, because honestly, that seems to be their only hope.
It's their only option. It's their own. It's literally like their ace.
They win a big team
right
fight
now.
here, but he flashes out of the Jarvan.
Oh, but the Alistar, Jarvan combo. The Janna ult comes in. The Ashe goes down, and that's an easy kill. But the TP's coming in. Cassante, Orianna able to take down Rock Boom. But look at this. They're fighting under a tower. Oh my God. Oh my lord. Oh, they're still fighting. They're still going.
Yeah, they're still going. Cassante's moving
Jax,
speedy.
though. Look at the Jax.
It's the knock up. Oh, the Jax is going to go down here.
He's
as
looking.
Swash gets the kill. And they're just going to keep pushing this mid lane. And maybe they're going to go for a Baron take of their own, as they know that they got 2 down. They can only bring 3 to the fight. It's looking like a free
Oh, it looks like
Baron.
they're just going to clear it. And I think the smart play is probably to clear it.
I think they're getting berries. I think they're healing up. I think they're going to gear for it. They have their whole team there. I think they're confident
No,
enough.
they're starting at way too late
you're
here.
right.
They're starting way
You're
too
right.
late
They're
here,
not going to do it.
They're not going to do it.
I think that, yeah, they cleared it out.
If all 5 started it, then maybe. But they don't have Ashe, right? Ashe is probably their main damage. Like, they have Graves, right? But Orianna is not really good at taking objectives like that. They have a Janna, right? And Cassandra. It's just, they need the Ashe there. And Ashe already has base low scaling for damage, right? Because she only has technically 2 abilities that do damage. Well, 3, technically, that do damage, right? And the other one's just vision. This is just another ward. Right, so she will eventually get outscaled, or like, Kalista will definitely be able to match her damage, even though, well, actually, you know, Kalista has a 30 farm lead on Ashe right now, but I don't know about the kills since we're seeing the numbers, but still, Kalista can probably definitely 1v1, but
yeah, with
very
the whole team
rarely,
fight, yeah.
right now, like how the game's going on, like there's no way that they're gonna be able to get a 1v1 going. There's no way.
It's looking pretty rough. Your Sin's been there.
Oh, the stun on the
big
Syndra.
stun with the arrow. Not gonna find much. You're gonna get knocked up though, and now he's way in there.
Jax is ghosting around. He's looking for a flank, trying to.
Alistar's gone. Yeah.
Oh.
Jax is
just
there. He's like, I'm out.
He's
I
got
don't
ghosted, cleared a ward. He's like, I'm going top lane. I don't care.
Oh, they saw him. They got a little flash.
Yeah, it's my lord. Oh,
now,
look at this. Now they're just gonna try to
team
collapse. Fight. Oh, the flash, the slows are on. Syndra goes down. They gotta run. You guys gotta run.
And he turned around thinking about something, but not gonna find it. But Jax, meanwhile, taking that top turret. That's progress. That's something.
In my opinion, that might be 12 minutes or 8 minutes too late, but that's gonna,
If someone doesn't put a stop to this.
Baron. That's a free Baron.
They have no vision. They have no vision at all. They don't know what's happening. That Baron's going to go over to Oklahoma Christian University, and that is looking like that might be it.
Jax does get 2 towers. You know, ejected bounties are also going to come up.
Oh,
the stun! Oh my God!
From downtown, leaving Cassante up to take the engage here. Will he get it? He's going to get it.
He's jumping on the Janna, but there's no damage. He's behind. He was 1 and 3 at the beginning of that fight. It's oh man. it's
not
rough.
looking great.
It's rough.
It's pretty rough here. And there it is. Another turret going to fall in the Saints' favor potentially, but nah, it's not going to happen.
Somebody give St. Clair some candy, bro. They look tired.
Yeah, you're going to need some treat here today, but it seems like it's just tricks up Oklahoma Christian sleeves as they are dominating this game, and I think they're going to go for Soul here in 30 seconds as well, just to get that guaranteed win.
This is the do or die right now. Like, if St. Clair gives this up, the game's over. There's no way they can come back. They are down in gold, XP, objectives, and if they give it the dragon, that's the soul point. This game comes down to this fight here. Jarvan just going to EQ out. Can't really do too much. Can't find any openings. If he goes on to anyone, like the Janna's there just to knock him away. The blind comes out. The Ashe arrow stuns, but he's able to get the EQ combo so he doesn't get caught out. And is able to bait out the Ashe ult for this fight. The Alistar comes in here. There it goes. Oh, there goes the jungler.
There's one. Now Alistar looking to find another stun, but not going to find it in time.
Cassante on the back, though.
Yep, the tank going on the back line, getting a big flank.
Oh, look at that.
All the squishies are there to get taken out here. As looks like Ashe going to find one, but Natty going to find another. And the Cassante
gets...
wow.
St. Clair getting a second win here with that fight. That was a really good fight out of St. Clair, able to catch out was it the Graves right off the bat, right? That's a good front line, a good source of damage. And CC, well, not really CC, but able to slow them down to allow their CC to land easier. And then, they had like good Ori ult as well in the Cassante, right?
I must say as well, sorry to interrupt you there.
No.
They got 4 kills. That was Baron, but that's 4 Baron buffs also off the board. Just like it seemed hopeless, I think St. Clair is back in it. It's all up to Cassante to make
They buy themselves another 4 minutes and 30 seconds to find something here.
A lot can change in that 4 minutes if they played their cards right here. Get a few more plays like that, St. Clair might be back in this.
Honestly, that fight could have gone really, any direction. If that Jarvan didn't EQ there at the beginning there, that's Jarvan dead, right?
Yep.
If Jarvan's dead, they instantly pivot to Dragon there. They don't have Smite, they don't take it, and this game looks a whole lot different. But now St. Clair just getting another shot of life into this game. Especially all the gold, also the bounty gold as well that went to St. Clair here.
More even, just nearly a little over a 1k gold difference right now. And side of objectives, they're evening up the towers as well. Only 2 towers behind. That might be a lot, but there's no inhibs taken yet. So I would say they still have a pretty good shot at taking this back. Just as I say that, it looks like a major push into the bot lane. Oklahoma Christian now taking out another turret in record time, and now they're going to encroach into the jungle, try and take a fight, but Kassante's going to back off. Not going to find much there.
Oklahoma has to be careful here.
Move up here. EMP is going to use the Ghost, going to run away as fast as he can. Same with the Cassante. They're just playing it safe. They don't want to die again after such a massive big team fight loss there. They don't want to take these team fights anymore, at least for a little while till they can secure.
They will really want to stop St. Clair's momentum there, because with that team fight, right, they're able to get some farm back and all that. And if they start getting isolated and start dying before fights here, that's when St. Clair can find their opening back into this game, able to just stagnate the deaths, right? So get one at 40 seconds, get another one 20 seconds later. They can't do a 5v5, where Oklahoma really wants. They really want to have a 5v5 up front, and that's where their comp shines.
But on the side of Oklahoma, they're reaching their max level. They're only 1 level away on 3 of the champs there, and so we're getting into the end game now, where it's just going to end up who has the most objectives and who has the most skills. These Drakes are going to matter more and more and more. And here we are bot lane, or in the mid lane. Lots of champs. Going to back once again. Going to get a lot of vision, but no one's able to contest there.
No, I kind of like that. St. Clair just going to put the wooden vision control over their jungle since Baron's up in a minute, right? If you're able to get your vision out right off the bat, right, back a minute before objective, and you're able to come back with full wards, an item, full HP, and then you're able to the team will come in, clear your wards, right? But they would use your wards. You come back, you re-clear.
Ooh, a big fight in the bot lane right now. Looks like the big boys have moved to the bot lane, and Cassante being very, very fast, being very, very aggressive.
The Graves, though.
It's a very even fight. The Graves might be able to even up, but Cassante's damage just seems to come out of nowhere, and that is another kill for Oklahoma.
That is probably the kill to really turn this game. Actually, Cassante is just going to back. He has TP. He's able to regroup for a Baron fight. Here you go. He's going to TP in, and they're going to pressure mid, and then probably pivot back into the Baron here. They're down a man. Well, St. Clair's down a man here. Yeah, they want to posture this Baron, right? They want to force a 5v4 fight.
If they can win.
That Graves.
Yeah, Graves is really, really
playing
in there.
Dangerous game.
I think he gets out. He has to flash out.
Yeah, here we go. Here's the start. Jax does have TP. He's up in, I think it's 14 seconds. My eyes don't deceive me.
You are correct. Now's the time to take it. They're down a man. It's tough taking the team fight. Also trying to find something. Not going to find much. Baron's at half HP and
Jax
dropping.
Is up. TP behind them in the tri-bush. This could be a good fight. They're going all in. The John ult, but the Jax is on the back, able to stun 2. Oh my lord. Okay, Emps is able to take down Jarvan. Sonya's coming out of the Jax. The Jax able to stay alive, but he will go down. Cassante is just running into their front line. Kalista, Rockboom able to take down Cassante.
from the Ashe
Oh,
there, getting a big
Rockboon
stun.
tries his best, but Graves is able to clean up, and that is a win fight for Oklahoma. Alistar running for the hills with a tail between his legs. Sadly, Oklahoma's not able to get the Baron, but Graves is going to be able to take Dragon for solo here, and that'll be
Yep.
soul point. And we're probably again going to see another fight around Baron to force a fight. Oklahoma wants to force a fight here. St. Clair, it is looking dire. It was a really good play though. The TP behind the Jack's TP behind them, able to jump and able to get stunned for 3, but there was just no damage.
Yeah, that could have went either way there, but Oklahoma just outplayed them just a little bit, even while taking
They're
Baron.
just ahead. They're really just ahead. Like
And
that.
now-
If that was an even, like if they were on even gold, like I'm pretty sure St. Clair just wins that fight because of the CC. But the fact that Cassante was that 4 items. Ashes already has a GA, also on 4 items. The Redemption and Moonstone.
Wow, that Graves is moving
Moonstone.
fast. Finds the
Ooh, trying to-
Alistar in the jungle. Gonna probably take him out right quick. He's gonna move all the way back to his team
2
there.
ults used there. Ashe and Kalista ult to save the Alistar. But yeah, that's
now
good.
they're gonna take-
That's the trigger.
Moving so fast with that the soul,
They're just gonna give it.
Cloud Soul. Such a powerful thing to have in your team's pocket there. And that's a turret down, but it's not gonna find much as they're gonna collapse on with the Baron buff. Trying to find any kills that they can, but it looks like they turned into jungle. They'll be safe for now, but once they regroup and go for their final push, it may be the final push for Oklahoma Christian University to win this all.
Now the real question is, are Oklahoma going to do a 5-man run down mid and try to siege and break the mid inhibitor tower and try to force a fight, or are they going to do a 1-3-1 here and try to put much pressure on both lanes? Cassante can easily go to one of the lanes and not have to worry about the Jacks. Orianna has TP as well, so she can go down there, and she's pretty strong right now, but it looks like she's going to opt for mid here and have Graves go for bot. You know, that makes sense. You know, Graves is a bot lane because Graves is very tanky. He can deal with the Jax, he can deal with the Jarvan, he can deal with the Syndra. Orianna can probably deal with the Syndra, but not probably the Jax, because Jax can just jump onto her, and Jax also has Zonias as well, so he's able to use Zonias, let's say, like the Orialt or what.
Yep.
Yeah, the big damage abilities.
And there it is. Break down that first tower, and there's not much they can do about it as Cassante's also getting the bot tower at the same time, and no one's going to contest that. Looks like the Graves has moved towards it as they realize that one's just totally uncontested, and now they can take a team fight with the turret gone, and that is bot inhib down.
Well, Cassante, though, he's pretty low. They could go in and try to get a pick. They're looking for it, but it looks like they're...
That Janna
Oklahoma's smart
ability
enough.
is so
Yeah.
strong. He's just totally shielded. Got another like a whole quarter of his health nearly there.
So they're all just going to back together, reset, get their items, go back mid, and do probably the same thing what they did there, where they did 4 mid and then 1 top there now, to get that top and bot inhibitor, and that will force them, you know, it forces somebody from St. Clair to respond to one of the lanes there with the super minions, right? If they allow the super minions, they're going to lose a Nexus tower, if they don't answer it here. And that's really good, especially if Elder Dragon is going. But here we go, a fight mid here. There goes the Graves down instantly, but that's a lot of utility use. Look how low HP, look at the bars, but the Alistar knockup is coming here. The CC, but Cassante is going to jump back in. Ashe is still alive. Janna is still alive. The Zonia is coming out on the Jax, the golden boy himself. Oh, the slows. I don't think Jax is able to get out.
Yep.
And looks like Cassante is going to try to run it down. Unstoppable. The Alistar is going to try to knock him away, but the Alistar is going to forfeit his life for it.
Double kill coming out from the Ashe can be huge as they encroach on the rest of the team, make their final push down the mid lane here. Sephiroth's very, very low.
Cassante
Tries
wants
to find
more,
the
he's seen
stun.
red.
He's going in, yeah, Cassante very blood hungry right now. Going in, taking all the damage, taking all the fights, leading the charge. Gonna chunk down that middle tower as 2 super minions are already in the base as well. This could be it for St. Clair as things are looking very, very dire. Oklahoma Christian just making the final killing blow here. Gonna get out though, as a few of them are
but the
pretty
Syndra
low.
behind.
Syndra TP's behind, finds one,
Gets
finds two. Is he gonna find three here? Oh, he finds the res.
That's three. That's probably, yeah, that's definitely three.
There's
There's
gonna be
nothing
three of them there. What a turnaround there. That kill delays that final push there from Oklahoma. And that's 2-3. I mean, big Baron buffs down.
A lot of bounties as well. And now Syndra has a bounty, but Syndra is able to get those kills. That's a really good TP out of Syndra. Just a shot in the dark. Hopefully, it finds value, and it does. Able to kill 3, gets the GA out of Ashe. So this next fight is like this Janna has to be just clocked in, right? Just locked in, watching the Ashe and the Orianna. If one of those two get instantly bursted in this next fight, it could look disastrous for Oklahoma. And then, it doesn't feel good, especially when you lose with Soul Drake, because of just a one bad fight at a wrong time.
Definitely, and they have they're down 2 inhibitors though, so it's gonna be very, very rough to come back. But maybe you can take Elder Dragon here and maybe make a little bit of a comeback.
St. Clair definitely has control of the vision of the Elder Drake, so it's going to be a battle just to get vision onto this Drake, right? And you don't want to give if St. Clair is able to steal this Elder Dragon, like they have a lot of good bursts. The Ashe arrow comes out but misses. Oh, this is it. This is where the game is decided here.
Yeah, this is where it is decided who wins, who loses. Maddie gonna get seen out by the little bit of Dashbird there. Take the red buff for everybody
they're trying
there.
to find the
now,
jungle.
big jungle fight happening.
Trying to use all the blast cones just so they can not. It'll be harder to steal and harder to get back into this Drake.
Up in 8 seconds here. Now it's up. There it is. It's flying in. We can see it here. Both teams. It looks like Oklahoma's going to give up control. Maybe try and base race them as they take it. I think they're just going to totally give it up.
Give St. Clair the Elder Dragon, just end the game. That's what it looks like their plan is. The backs have to start coming out now. They're late.
Well, the Graves is contesting there with the Janna, but looks like St. Clair is looking to secure themselves.
Oh,
it's going to be a very close game here.
Play.
And now they have to back. They have to back. They know they're here.
Oh, they're here, but they execute.
Oh, wow. Sephiroth going to find one. That could be it. Big Boy also doing
Nexus.
Nexus very, very low. Sephiroth getting one. Oh, no. Very risky play from St. Clair and Oklahoma. Very smart play. Give up that Elder Drake. Secure yourself the 1-0 lead in this series here. That's a major victory here. And that's St. Clair's first loss.
Very ballsy call to instead of why fight them when we can just rush down.
Yeah,
Nexus,
halfway through
right?
they're like,
they're objective players.
We don't need this.
Yeah, we don't need that. Like whatever, bro. Like we have a Cloud Drake, we have the movement speed. Just run it down. They had the super minions to tank the tower, so they didn't instantly die. But yeah, no. Oklahoma sending St. Clair their first loss in the mail. All right.
Yep.
Honestly,
but it's not over yet.
It's not over. The series is not over yet. We still got at least one more match here.
Sephiroth, though, he had so many good plays there, but not able to close it all out for his team. 11 kills, leading the charge there. That's the most kills in the lobby as well, even counting for the enemy team.
It's just those kills came in at a good time, but if she, her dying early in the game, really, that was kind of like, oh, this is not good. Start for St. Clair there, and the fact that Jarvan had to hover multiple lanes, right, instead of actively trying to fight or try to get a lane ahead, he was more playing not to lose, trying to stop the bleeding, which is not what Jarvan wants to do. Right, he needs to be in there. He needs to be getting assists. He needs to be getting those gold and getting those lanes ahead. Because once Jarvan doesn't really scale that well in the late game, right? He wants to get that, get those early objectives, get that lead, and snowball it from there, right?
Definitely, and just solid plays all around from Oklahoma. Christian, there's not much else to say there. They just played a very solid, played as a team. They knew they had such good game plans, and it seemed to work out every single time that they executed it out.
Now, I'm going to be honest. This game was definitely won in draft. I'm going to be so honest. St. Clair definitely, skill-wise, we saw a lot of good mechanical skill there. But the draft, they just didn't have the right tools for the right job. There, the Janna able to straight counter the engage for Jarvan, Alistar, Jax, right? It's just her whole entire kit will find value. It didn't matter if she was level 6 or 18. It was just going to have the same amount of value. which was a complete nightmare for St. Clair in this mid to late fights.
Yeah, but overall, Oklahoma Christian looking scary good this Halloween. But oh,
Oh,
it's scary. They are leading the charge, but hey, maybe we'll see a Briar come out. That'd be a very spooky, scary pick. Or maybe even, like we were discussing earlier, the
Fiddlesticks.
Fiddlesticks would be a very good pick, but maybe not the best in this current meta. But with all that said, we will see what the draft is coming back from another short break. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another NACE League of Legends Varsity Premier League game. Both teams 7-0, or 6-0, battling it out to who can be 7-0, the flawless record. But now Saints, they had a flawless record just within the little margins of their win rate there. But now they're on the back foot. They're down one game. Oklahoma Christian University, our opponent here today, up 1-0. Very strong game from them. I'm Matthias Talbot as ever, and I'm joined here by Brendan.
Brendan Commodus Matthews, and we're back into the draft for game 2 here. Let's hope St. Clair is able to draft a little bit more smart. Up at the
Ooh,
Briar Band again.
no
They've done their
vampires.
research. They have done their research.
No vampires this Halloween. No
No.
spooky,
Let's hope we get a
scary
fiddlesticks.
vampires.
Give us a fiddlestick.
Maybe a fiddlesticks. We'll see. But with that said, what's going to be our next band here today? And in the Dahlia once again.
Okay.
It's very the same. It's the exact same bands we had last time.
St. Clair
A
probably
little
looking.
bit different order.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see here with the next band. This really shows that they're doing the route, so we're gonna get probably the same bands again. It's a possibility. I seen that happen last week when they against I think it was Ottawa. They did just the same draft over and over and over again.
There's the Silas band. Another strong champ. You know, you don't want to go up against that champ that can just steal your ultimate. It's
Same
very
3 bands
annoying.
again from game 1. St. Clair probably looking to draft a Noriana again. Sorry, is it?
Ooh, the Casante band. That's a good one.
Yeah, I think since they didn't have an answer for Casante, especially after him being buffed this patch as well, might as well just not deal with it. But the Lee Sin first pick.
Ooh, that's what they didn't ban last time. This time, instead of the Casante, they didn't ban the Lee Sin, and now Oklahoma Christian gonna pick that out right away. A very strong.
The
jungler.
Poppy, good
There's the
pick.
Poppy.
out
Oh,
of
the
St.
bats.
Clair. Oh, the bats.
Scary picks, scary bands. And here we are, Poppy, another scary champ to go up against.
And
With the
there's the
Oriana.
There you go.
St. Clair, that's a good pickup for your mid player.
Now, this is a really good draft out of St. Clair, right? They show the Lee Sin, right? And you draft the Poppy. Poppy can play top, jungle, or support. And we see a Syndra as a spawn as well. Yeah, but that Poppy, just her being alive and just how her kit works and the Xayah.
Ooh,
So we're
Xayah
definitely going to
pick.
see a Rakan answer here to take that away from St. Clair.
Yeah, that
here.
is not a combo you want to go up
No.
against right now. But I will see. There's the
They
Renekton
don't.
pick. That's a very big pick, though.
I guess they're going to probably just ban Rakan here. I guess that's what they're going to ban here.
Playing for the ban.
Renekton top, he's had a weird history, right? People don't pick him, don't pick him.
With
He's
the ban,
in
the
pro play.
Darius.
Darius as well. All right, so there looks like St. Clair's going to try to hopefully get top lane to get going here with that Darius ban, because Darius and Renekton, it's a skill matchup a lot, but Renekton definitely has a lot of easier ways to get those combos and trades to where he will eventually be able to win out Darius long term. And double ADC ban out of Oklahoma University here with the Caitlyn and the Callista here. The Lucian.
Ooh, the Lucian pick's interesting. That's a very interesting pick. That could be very spooky.
The real question is, are they going to be picking a jungler or a support next thing?
Ooh, the Ornn.
Ornn. That is actually a very smart pick out of Oklahoma. Oklahoma, Ornn is just
with
the
the
value.
Taric.
Oh, they don't go for the. They had Rakano.
Oh, they did have Rakan.
They had Rakan
oh,
open. What are they
the ban
doing?
happened. The ban happened.
Oh, the ban.
Rakan was
Oh,
banned
okay.
out.
All right. Yeah,
They
we
also
didn't
banned
know.
out
All right.
Caitlyn,
We're fine. And then okay. So we
Callista.
see Lucianami, which is a very people love and hate this lane, but especially when you have a really good mechanically ADC and St. Clair loves winning from the bottom right. That gives Rockboom a lot of just skill expression, potency on the map. He can do things by himself. He doesn't really need anyone with the Lucian pick. Xayah is just going to sit back and allow the Renekton and the Lucian come back to him. It's a very safe pick against dives. But as well, the Ornn's a good pick into the Renekton because Ornn just stays alive. He scales. He helps his team scale up as well, and he can also tussle it with the Gator as well.
Definitely, he has what it takes to go toe to toe, and we will see if all our estimates bear any weight here as we move into the game. Looks like all our call-outs were correct for the positionings. Not seeing anything out of the ordinary just yet. Looks like the jungler on the side of Oklahoma Christian is going to start top, and same with Poppy. So we are in for a very scary game here today with the bats flying afoot. And here we are in the game. Very, very standard. Not much happening yet. Not going to see any risky moves, any invades, but it looks like everybody has found their opponent. We have a nice little standoff happening.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of neither team has the proper CC at level 1 to really do anything. Like Lucian does have probably the better damage out of like the Xayah, but there's no point of you're just gonna be running into the bushes and just poking each other. Like nothing's gonna get done. No one's gonna get catch unless they're not looking at their monitor. But yeah, no, St. Clair with a very smart draft, good bans. Like both, like this is a good, solid back and forth draft here. So this game is gonna be a fun one to catch. Just watch this. It's gonna rely. It's just gonna come down not because of like picks. Well, sometimes about the picks and the stuff like that, but the mechanics and the rotations like that. Who's gonna be on top here? Who's gonna let that first? Like, is Oklahoma gonna allow that first game to judge? Make them play more.
Ooh, we got a big
loose and
engage
greasy.
happening already early game.
Oh, a little aggressive, but Rock Boom starts E to set the tempo here. Probably help him to shut the wave.
Much more, a little bit more of an active game happening here. Both teams not very worried about, just getting those engages started out early here. So we see a fight happening in the bot lane as well. Bakery Boy just getting the CS clearing just as usual, and it looks like Rock Boom along with the Nami have backed up. Back to normal, setting the pace, but big stun up from Sawashi there in the mid.
Now, it's going to be a little weird, since Lucian is also very short-range ADC. That Taric is going to have an easy time. Like, if that Lucian burns his E to get extra damage to start his combo, right, that's an easy stun onto the Lucian here. And if the Lucian gets stunned, the Xayah can definitely follow up with a snare, so that's a deadly combo that Rockboom has to have, like, has to know. Like, he can't aggressively E into this, or else he will be punished very hard. But Rockboom, since he has the early damage just because of how Lucian is and as his kit, how his champion's made, he's going to have the aggression. They're going to force a back timing here. They're going to shove that tower, turret under tower, and they're just, oh, okay. It looks like he's going to stay for an extra wave just to keep, put presence on the map there. And maybe since Poppy is also pathing, both junglers are pathing bot here, so we're probably going to look at some type of either dive or just a gank here.
They got the first wave push up very, very well, pushing the advantage, absolute grace. And there, Orange keeping them at bay, and now going for a very risky, a little bit of tickles there under the tower against the bot lane. Xayah not gonna let that go unpunished.
He's out of the stun. That's Rockboom knows, so he knows, so he can definitely pilot. Right, he's not going uber aggressive. Ooh, we got spooky bats here with. But yeah, looks like they're going to try to threat a dive here, I think. That's the reason why Nami and Lucian are still in this lane here after even getting the cheater recall open. But the
big stun
onto the
Taric.
Nami, and Xayah is going to get the first blood on the side of Oklahoma's bot laner. And that is not how you want that lane to start here. But Poppy looking to answer mid, maybe able to get a flash. No, she's just going to walk up and show herself.
Oh, they get stunned out though by the Syndra, but nothing gonna come of that. Sephiroth just standing strong, keeping it up mid and going for another big stun there. Rockroom's very aggressive, trying to get a kill there on the enemy bot lane against the Xayah. He's gonna flash out, and now he's all good. He's gonna hopefully back as soon as he can, but he has to try and stand that ground. Don't want to lose too much CS, too many levels here in the early game, because that matters so much here. Sephiroth is also low. Looks like Oklahoma looking for a bit of a gank situation there, as Xayah is pushing up against Lucian. We get stunned out, and they're going to get the kill under tower. Just barely not going to get the kill.
Sadly, Xayah does not have enough damage yet on that dive there. Also with the Nami heal as well, right? But that is Oklahoma able to find these early kills and openings on St. Clair, especially when they have like the advantage early game. It's really, really good. It's so nice to watch. Just be able to push the limits of what they can do and what they should do as well. Rockboom there getting caught there. I guess he's really greedy there and trying to like get the minions in the XP, but Taric doing a good job of zoning him, and Rockboom's like he has his E up, so maybe he can dodge the stun, but Taric still is able to stun him and get that trade.
Very good stun there. Looks like Sephiroth just pushing the wave, trying to get a little bit of damage there. We got a bit of a brawl happening up here in the top.
Oh,
Boy
that
going to get
knockout.
stunned up by the Ornn. Now he's going to dive in as the Renekton. So much mobility. He's going to dive in, dive out there. Get a little bit of good damage there. It looks like there's a little bit of anti-heal going on the Ornn already. And that's just how it is right now up there in the top lane.
Ornn able to bait out the Renekton out there, so that gives out a prime opening for Lee Sin to come top there to punish this time. Look at Renekton. Renekton's also just going to proxy him. Look at that. Very aggressive. I do like this play, especially if you don't have, ults but he could be, you gotta be careful.
Oh, there's the Ornn.
Ornn has 6 now. Missed the knockup, but Renekton's gonna get out. He's gonna go back to the tower here. Yeah, I think that might be a plate. No, he's not gonna stay for a plating.
Not gonna get it, and he's just gonna recall, play it safe. That's what the high-level teams do. They're not gonna go for those risky plays. Not gonna get overly greedy, especially when you're so evenly matched in these games here. Just both teams are playing for a slip-up.
Yeah.
When you're just at this high of a level, you can't just bank on playing well. You have to just try and hold out and watch your opponent like a hawk and dive in when the moment is right. It looks like we have a small gank happening there in the bot lane, but not going to find much as the first Hex Drake is up. So both teams going to start going for it here. Just clearing out the last of the jungles there. The Syndra watching it back, gonna get the stun up, try and push the Poppy off of Hex Drake here. Gonna ward it, get a nice control ward, deprive them of any vision that they have, and now they're gonna have to move in as they're not gonna take it, but I think they're gonna try and bait out a fight here. As mid lane Sawashi's gonna come in. The Lee Sin's gonna get an engage on the Poppy. The Poppy has to take a double kill, but he's very, very low. But it looks like St. Clair's just a little bit out of sorts right now as Oklahoma gonna get out without much contestation as the Lee Sin is low and might have to recall, but overall they didn't really get Drake out of that, didn't get any kills, just a little bit of a time waster on both teams.
Well, it leads to positioning wise, right? So now St. Clair definitely has control over the Dragon Pit at the moment, as well as bot lane. Just the pressure of them that possibility of them could be in those bushes there. Lee Sin getting chunked out, but he hasn't backed yet. He looks like he's just going to stay in Clair's bird camp here. And it looks like it was just a vision. It's just a vision war going on around the dragon right now. Oh, it looks like St. Clair is going to go and path towards dragon. They're going to start the dragon here, try to bait a fight here. Lucian's trying to find any advantages he can get early. If he falls behind the Xayah is just going to out.
I have no idea what's happening here. Okay,
Oh,
there's the dragon. It's being taken out.
They
A
don't
hint that was happening, but we didn't have exactly a vision as Energy Maddie can take that out. And that is first Drake going to St. Clair College.
Next Drake's going to be a Cloud Drake, but yeah, getting a Hex Drake early, especially for Lucian, very, very, it feels really good, honestly. Get the attack speed, get the, is it cooldown reduction? Was I wrong?
It's ability power
reduction. Is
reduction.
it ability power?
Or ability reduction.
The last game I said Cloud was
I think it's attack speed.
I was like, no, it's Hex
No,
Tech. Hex Tech is attack speed and cooldown,
Yep.
and then...
Cloud is movement speed there.
Yeah.
So it's still very strong Dragon Soul there to have, but overall, St. Clair looking good here in the early game. Haven't made too many mistakes, as Oklahoma did get a kill, but it's not really showing in how both teams are playing.
Well, Oklahoma is the same thing as last game, right? They have a good late game scaling ADC with the Xayah and the Ornn, right? They definitely have the advantage.
Big engage from Maddie there. Gonna find the kill on Zephyros, Zephyros gonna find the kill on Sawashi there in the mid lane. Great play by the jungler. Good gank, great timing all around as Bakery Boy is going to start taking the rift as well as St. Clair just kind of running away with the early game here. Lee Sin going to have to stop his back and try and contest just there with Tariq.
I wouldn't fight this. No mana.
The Ornn is there. If he has the horn, that could be massive.
He has no mana. He has no mana for it.
He has no mana, you're right.
And he's a Oh no, Ornn's going to get caught out here. Oh, he misses. Oh, it's a nightmare for Ornn there. No mana, gets caught in a bush that isn't warded, and he misses. He accidentally charges into the wall to stop. To basically, just it's unfortunate. You hate to see it. You hate to see it, because if he clips a part of that terrain, like he just stops. He just stops.
Yeah, and big damage coming out from Oklahoma Christian University on that mid turret, but overall. Great plays by St. Clair. They're just securing every early game objective. They need that rift. It's going to get them a lot of money in this early game. See the ward come out, and Rockboom going to destroy the control ward. He's
the
going to get
stun,
stunned
though.
out, and there's 3 of them there. They're all going to collapse on him. He's
The
going to try and
flash.
get another stun, but not going to find it.
Still able to burn the flash off the Lucian, but just it's unfortunate. And, you know, you always want to have flash up for those big fights or whatever. But Lucian has his E, so he's able to still be able to either close the distance or get out of bad spots. But that could have been really disastrous if they caught the Lucian there. That basically stops the snowball that St. Clair has worked up for the past 6 minutes here.
Yeah, that would have been absolutely disastrous for St. Clair, but overall they're playing very, very well, and just great gameplay. And Oklahoma Christian University needs to find something soon. They don't really have any advantages to press. They are getting good tower damage here, but with the rift, that could be easily, you know, swung in the other direction. Oh, big engage there from Maddie there on the mid laner. Gonna catch him off guard, sandwich him there, and that's another kill for St. Clair College. And that mid laner now has been killed twice. They're gonna be very, very behind here.
Those deaths in the mid lane there is really costing Oklahoma here with the presence. Like when mid goes down, right? Like the jungler either has to hold it, and once the jungler shows himself on the map, right, it gives a trigger to the top laner and the bot laner saying, I can go for an aggressive play here. But like, we got a little fight here on bot.
Nami's gonna save him there with the ult. They're gonna wait for Poppy, see if they push up any further, but they don't. That was a great play all around. Not too much action can happen there.
Syndra just needs to stop the bleeding here. You know, get those wards up, right? Get as much farm, get your items here.
Big
And then
horn.
oh, he
This
misses.
is the bounce back. And
He
now
misses
Rockboom's gonna
off.
go in, try and get a stun. Looks like they're very, very low, not gonna find much. The Xayah has to get out there. And Sawashi just gonna take a little bit of tower, get one plating, gonna have to back out.
Gorilla Jonas there. If he is able to hit his own ult back into them, that could have been a way
would've
different
been
fight.
massive.
But I guess he's feeling the high from the first game. You know, yeah, he's down to like 1 kill against a Renekton, but he's feeling good right now. Oh, little dive in the bot lane. Cleanse goes out on Rockboom, but Rockboom is stuck in a rock in a hard place. He's just gonna get clapped. The knockup. He's able to dodge the knockup. The Q misses on the Lee Sin. He's low, but the.
Oh my god.
Speaking
That was a horrifying situation to be in there if you're the Lucian, just all surrounded. There's nowhere to run. It's nothing scarier than that.
He didn't have flash up either from the previous him, like 2 minutes ago, him almost getting caught there. That is unfortunate for Rockboom. The fact that he was able to dodge all of that CC and able to get that distance.
Oh, there's the rift.
Oh, here we go.
Slam mid, and Baker Boy's also going to get another turret top, it looks like. Big chunks of damage. Both turrets, top and mid, very, very low. With Renekton securing that turret kill.
Very smart St. Clair, you know, yeah, they lose, Lucian dies bot lane, but they see 4, and that triggers them a response to solo push top, get the tower mid, or use rift mid. I think, did they get the tower? Yeah, they did get the tower.
Yeah. Oh, no,
no.
it's ever so, it's a hair, but that's even good to play against.
They got the top tower, yeah, they got
nice
the
false
top,
sense of
yeah.
security.
Getting those plates.
And they're taking Cloud Drake as well right now.
That's a really smart rotations. Even though they lost Rockboom there, they're able just to do those rotations, get gold for the team, get those objectives. And here we go. We got another fight here. Renekton all by himself here, 1v4, but his team is slowly coming in to join the fight. And oh, the orb misses the wall. It gets stunned. A little chunk damage here. I don't think they have enough damage, and I don't think St. Clair wants to fight here at the moment right now. They don't have ults here. Renekton's ult's already been used.
Yep.
But that gives another turret to St. Clair here. St. Clair definitely playing a lot smarter this game than they were last game.
Oh, big horn. Will he find anything?
He found it.
He finds
the knockup.
Sephiroth, but no one's there to go on it. But Maddie dives in, finds a kill of his own, and now Orn's going to have to peel back there, and Sawashi's going to have to go back as well. And overall, great play by St. Clair. His team was there to protect him, and they found a kill out of that knockup.
Honestly, like, that's a field goal. That's 3 points for Oklahoma there with that Orn ult. But sadly, this isn't football. This is League of Legends. And sadly, St. Clair was able to get a kill mid there for basically free. And as well as using an Orn ult as well.
And now, just 15 minutes into the game, St. Clair is up every single jungle objective and up 3 towers in every single lane. Or one turret per lane.
Yes.
It's looking very, very good for them. And Oklahoma Christian not finding any foothold to get any sense of an advantage over the Saints right now.
They really got to Oklahoma, if they want any chance to get back in this game here and take control of it, they need to stop the bleeding. They need to stop dying needlessly out in the mid lane, getting caught like that. They need to get the vision up. They also need to recognize that they can't fight St. Clair at this time, right? And the fact that St. Clair also has 2 dragons, they have only one dragon. Like, they can give up one more dragon, and then they have to fight, or else they're gonna have to give up Elder. And if you give up Elder, you're basically giving up the game. And that's what St. Clair is gonna play for you, right? They're gonna force these objectives. They want Oklahoma to come out of their base and fight them. But Oklahoma just needs to sit back, let the Xayah farm up here, let the Syndra get gold and XP back to equalize the advantage that Orianna has over her. And they also need to get these turrets here, but oh no.
Gonna contest that. Might jump on them, but he's just going to clear the wave, play it a little bit safe. Not going to go for the fight as the rest of the Saints collapse mid, trying to catch someone here. Rockboom's engaging. Can't see what he's doing there, but they're taking blue buff as well. But EMP is going to get caught out by the Renekton.
Ooh,
He's
just
safe.
damage.
He has 2 levels on him. It's going to be awful to play against. He's going to try and flash out of the pit. There he is. He dashes up, but he's going to flash at him. Not going to find much as he goes back into the jungle. As look at this massive fight happening here in the mid lane. Rift is out. The Nami ult comes out as well. They're looking for a second slam, but not going to find it as the Rift gets destroyed.
Oh, look at that!
He's going in. There's the Lucian ult. Could do a lot of damage. We're going to be unstoppable there.
Tarek ult to the flash. The
pull.
Look at that! Oh my goodness, what a fight! But the Tarek ult goes away. They can be damaged now. And St. Clair just running with this now. There's no ults. Renekton is already ahead. He has his gore, and he... Oh.
Yep,
The Syndra goes down there, and that is definitely a mid-inhibitor tower and inhibitor itself. But they won't go for it, which is honestly a smart play. St. Clair definitely uses the brain. If you take the inhibitor turret, it gives Xayah an opportunity to come back to this game because super minions are bonus XP and 90 gold. If you get that inhibitor, getting an inhibitor early is honestly a detrimental for you if you don't have Baron. If you you just get the Nexus Tower and you just go for Baron and then come back for it, it's a way better way. You deny extra gold and XP to deny your opponent's team from coming back in this game.
That is a massive push. This game's moving very, very quickly for St. Clair College. It looks like the last game went on for so long. I think the kills were nearing 30 kills for nearly each team before we saw even coming close to the inhibitors. But out of the gate, St. Clair moving fast and swift with a massive early game lead and moving very, very gracefully throughout the battlefield, getting the kills that they need, securing themselves a massive gold lead as well. And Renekton getting the scuttle for himself.
Oh, Syndra just took it.
Yep, nice little steal, yoinking that. Not getting, trying to get some advantage here.
But look at this, St. Clair is just in Oklahoma's jungle, putting this Lee Sin even farther behind. Lee Sin, he is a flashy champion. He's fun to watch. You know, when you see the top players do that crazy insect plays and all that. But honestly, there's so many easier and better junglers right now that Lee Sin, you're more playing for flashy than to win. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah,
It looks like all 3 of them might take this tower here as Renekton not finding an opening, trying to dive in, but doesn't really know. He sees the 4th one coming. He's going to decide that, you know what, not worth dying for. It's just 1 tower, not worth his life right now, as the rest of his team is getting another Drake while also getting another turret. Ornn going to go bot lane to try and contest that. They got the Ocean Drake. Now, Renekton going to go in actually after they take the tower, which is an interesting choice because he has no tower to back him up there. Going to get taken out, but he didn't have a bounty, so not too big of a loss, but not great either.
He definitely did not need to do that. Yeah, they get the tier 1 tower, right? But St. Clair definitely comes out on top there with all that turret damage on the tier 2 bot tower and the dragon. Now, Oklahoma here definitely gets saved here by the Ocean Drake roll here for the soul. As we talked about, the Ornn lands the knockup, gets the stun. The Poppy knocks one of the Oklahoma players out of this fight, and Ornn just doesn't have the damage or the movement speed that chases Orianna, and here comes St. Clair coming around with the Lucian Nami. Oh my lord.
Big Lucian all going to take out the Ornn as the rest of the team dives in. Big stun coming out
knockup
from... Yeah, big knock-up, and Desire gonna get a kill as well. The Tark ult gonna come out, keep them all immune and healthy, but Bakery Boy's gonna go in there, get a kill as well, tear it all up here, and now we're gonna go back. We're gonna see a TP come out from their ADC, or Poppy there, gonna back up the entire team, and now gonna take out that second to last turret, and they're just gonna continue to press the advantage and all back up because they have the time, they have the advantage. They're playing very well.
That was a very. I do like that play out of Oklahoma, but that play was that whole fight was saved by Maddie there, getting the Poppy ultimate to knock away the only damage person in that fight there. Because if that Ori dies there, that's a whole different fight there.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I was as I was saying about like Oklahoma there. It's like I do like them giving up the dragon to get the tier 1 tower, right? Because they need gold, right? They don't need dragons at the moment, and also the fact that it's an ocean drake, it can easily be countered by any executioner's like grievous wounds item in the game. Because the dragon just like it just gives you constant regen, but you can just buy an 800 gold item and just the drake means kind of nothing. So Oklahoma can just give them the soul here. They can just play for another 2 to 3 minutes here and try to go for another fight here. But the thing is, St. Clair is definitely being able to find the picks early on these fights here, and also able to they wait out the Tark ultimate. Like if they go all in,
big team fight happening. Big Nami ult gonna get a few stunts there. The Orno gonna come out in retaliation. Baker Boy gonna get down, but Maddie gonna get Swashi as well. He's gonna go in there. Both teams trying to find another pick, trying to find an advantage. Teams have a player down. He's gonna dive in. Zephyr gonna find one, but someone's gonna get taken out as well. Lorenzo gonna get dead. Tarek, but they're gonna get another one as they have no turrets to run to. Maddie gonna find Gorilla Jones, and now Zephyr gonna fall to Zaya, and they're gonna take out their last one. Now it's just a Zaya. Rockboom gonna get a Jesu, and now it's just the Tarek, and that is a very clean team fight from St. Clair, but losing 2 in the process, not great, but they do come out on top with a big ace.
That is so unfortunate. You saw the Zaya there flash E, try to get the snare and the extra damage on the team, but it barely misses everyone, so burns the flash, doesn't get the damage or the kill, and has to use ult to basically try to confirm at least 1 kill there. But really good fight out of St. Clair, winning that. But now they just take their dragons, or not dragons. They're just taking everything.
Yep.
All
depriving the jungle of any resources. Poppy's still invading, gonna steal the blue buff and back
is
out.
Still on 1 item.
That is rough. That's a rough position to be in right now, and. Overall, Swashi going top, trying to clear it out. Oklahoma having a disastrous run in the second game, it looks like, as St. Clair just doing amazingly. They're on soul point, gonna play for this last Drake potentially here in the next minute or so. But until then, St. Clair just needs to keep pressing the advantage, playing their cards right as they've been doing, as they're clearing out for another team fight, it nearly looks like.
Dragon up in 50 seconds here. St. Clair has complete control of Oklahoma's own jungle here. They have to fight just to get in there, but the Orn ultimate, he gets the knockup, but no one's there. Oh, the Lee Sin jumps in, but he dashes out, and just Poppy being around him just nullifies whatever Lee Sin wants to do.
Rakum does find a kill. Swashi gonna go in there. Maddie's going deep in there. They have no turret to run to. Once again, Gorilla Jones gonna go down. Double kill from Zephyr gonna find one as well. That is crazy. They're going crazy. They have 1 left. Look at them dive. They're renekton going all the way into the fountain past the turrets, getting the ace. They're gonna take the inhib. They're gonna take the towers. This is looking very good if you're a Saints fan.
This is the game.
This is gonna be game.
St. Clair gonna give us game 3 tonight on a cold Hollywood night.
Halloween.
I'm making new dates now.
All right, but they got it. A very amazing game. That is a treat. It was a trick the last game, but this time it's a treat if you're a Saints fan. The total, absolute dominance that game, and we're going to go to a game 3.
24 minutes that game took. Very smart rotations, very smart macro decisions, very good draft. But if we wanted to talk like where this game really where game lost control for Oklahoma was blinding Lee Sin first pick.
You don't pick interesting because I feel like Saints banned Lee Sin last pick as well.
They did.
Like that was being treated as a very powerful pick.
I'm guessing
that did not pan out at all.
you really only want to pick Lee Sin when you know what you're against, right? You're more of picking him later now. Like back when he was like releasing back in like old seasons, right? Like absolutely everyone picked him and he was really good, right? But it's just like you blind Lee Sin and they just pick Poppy. And you saw what he can do. He lands a Q and he can't go onto the Q target because Poppy just stands around and just like if you come in, you're stunned and you're done. Like you're dead. There's no way. Like basically, the entire game for Oklahoma was a 4v5.
Yep. It was very rough there, but the Zaya was a great pick. They got the most damage in the entire game there, but not gonna find very much there. But overall, it's a very interesting Halloween night here today, and overall, we're here. It's a very scary night. Who will win Game 3? Who will take home the 7-0 flawless lead? It was looking disastrous for the Saints in the first game, but they're looking amazing in the second. Now, you don't know what to think. You've had your tricks, you've had your treats, but now we're going to see how it all ends up after a short break. We'll be right back with you with Game 3. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to NACE League of Legends Varsity Premier League. St. Clair College versus Oklahoma Christian University Esports. It's going to be a good one here today. Like I've iterated before, we're moving to our game through. We had our tricks in our first game. We had our treats in our second game. If you're a Saints fan, it's looking like this is what it's all led up to. Both teams going flawless up until this point. Oklahoma Christian taking off their first ever game. It's looking scary. It's spooky.
Ooh.
If you're a Saints fan, everything's on the line right now. I'm once again Matthias Talbot, joined by Brendan.
Commodus Matthews. This game is definitely going to decide who is going to keep the flawless streak and who's going to be on the top of their conference as well. It's all going to come down to draft. These teams definitely evenly skilled, but it just comes down to the draft, and we're going to go back in. And, of course, we get another Briar ban. If we get the same 3 bans again, I'm going to fall asleep on the desk.
You might be
Sante as well.
falling asleep as we see another Casanti ban from St. Clair College.
Well,
Norel, again, they don't want to see these champs here today. But once again, the Dalia ban from St. Clair College. It's looking very, very much the same.
it's the same bans again. It's a rerun.
And running it back. But hey, both teams, it worked out
Silas.
great for the Silas band once again. What's really going to come down to is our first couple of picks here today.
Now the problem was with Oklahoma last game was the blind. Oh, the blind leads in, but now they're gonna blind Oriana, which is a good safe pick, right? She doesn't have a lot of bad matchups, right? You can just plug her in there, and she'll be even in lane. She'll play safe, and she has a really strong team fight ultimate. Now St. Clair, Syndra again, so we're gonna see the same matchup again.
But
Oriana has won both games.
I know, that's something I wanted to mention here today is whoever's had the Oriana has managed to win it all out. That's not saying the Syndra's a bad pick, but the Maokai's an interesting pick.
Maokai definitely is a good flex pick. He can be easily flexed in the top lane, jungle, or support. And it looks like St. Clair, with this pick here, like St. Clair's team already, like looks like they want to play for more of a peel disengage type of comp. The Morgana there with a spell shield to stop Maokai. Like there's a lot of CC just from the Maokai alone, right? And that shield makes them not worry about another one here. You could see a Sivir pick, honestly, against there.
I
But
see the Darius
to answer the Maokai, like so you need, of course, you need the a tank buster there for Maokai because Maokai gets really tanky with a lot of less items. The Jace into top lane, that's actually pretty good, especially in the Darius there. Jace is definitely with the range and poke advantage here, but he has to play smart because one small step, like wrong step out of Jace there, Darius just jumps on him, flash ghost, and that's a kill. It's all going to talk. This top lane is just going to come down to whoever is able to posture and then also abuse the mistakes of their opponents.
And we see the Rakan ban come out from St. Clair College. And that's a good ban. You know, Rakan, a very, very, very strong support pick. Braum is an interesting ban. We haven't seen him be played here today yet, but a very strong ban nonetheless.
I wonder if that's an answer to Rocco's Lucian, because Lucian Braum is a very strong kill bot lane. I haven't seen them pull out, but I have not seen a lot of Brahms, and that warranting a ban, I don't know.
Blitzcrank ban.
Blitzcrank as well? That's kind of weird. Why would you ban Blitzcrank if they already picked in Morgana? But then again, Morgana could be played mid, jungle, or support.
But with the Oriana, it's probably just jungle or support here already.
Yes. Oh, yeah, because the Ori pick.
Yeah,
right.
If you don't play that mid,
yeah,
I don't know what you're doing there.
Oriana support? I don't know.
Yeah, there's the Renata Glass ban from Oklahoma Christian once again. Another very strong ban. But getting into these last couple picks, we have the Thresh support. What are you thinking of that, Brendan?
With the Morgana already locked in, like it kind of just, it doesn't, like Thresh is not going to be at full potency with this. But they could try to time it, like Thresh can still throw a Q out, but the Nautilus answer as well. So we're looking for, looks like it's just going to be a kill bot lane here. So we're probably looking at a MF, Misfortune.
Ooh, a Kaisa. That is a very strong pick, I think.
Yes, doesn't really, it could mesh well than the Xayah there. So You know, I do like the Xayah pick actually more than the Kai'Sa ban. Kai'Sa can easily be locked down by the Maokai, the Thresh, and then just blown up by the Syndra or the Xayah. Xayah there is a good pick because they have a lot of people. Like Darius is going to run at them, Nautilus is going to run at them, Kai'Sa is going to like dive onto them, but like mainly just run up to them, and so is Morgana. Right? There's not a lot of. Nautilus is the only one that can gap close on this team, right? And Xayah just like, I have an ultimate that basically just says no. Like she just said, nah, I'm not doing it today. And then the Thresh with the peel, they have the scaling from the Jace. This Jace though is going to be probably what wins them, makes or breaks this game for St. Clair here.
Definitely, and there's the team all locked in, looking very, very nervous and a little bit tired there. We see Jan come out. It's a long
Fix
day.
your
We're
posture,
going very
your neck.
late.
Oh my god, I gotta kill your neck.
Nah,
Sit
you
up
gotta be
straight.
locked in. You're
Sit up
dialed in.
straight.
It aligns the spine. Right
Oh
into
man,
the
that's gonna be
screen.
that's gonna show problems when you're 30.
Perhaps, but hey, you got to do what you got to do to win the game. They're the ones up there. We're the ones back here. We'll see how they do very, very soon. But I think the Kai'Sa pick's very strong. Kai'Sa's just so dynamic. She
She has
damage
multiple
once she gets
builds,
going.
right? She has multiple builds. She has the AP build. She has an AD build. She's pretty safe and can easily follow up on this Nautilus. Like if it's Nautilus or Darius or Morgana, like land one ability, Kai'Sa, if she's anywhere near them, like can instantly join that fight. Similar to like how Briar, like, you know, she throws her ultimate, right? You can jump on it. She doesn't need that. She just needs somebody to hit somebody and then just jump in there and she can do her damage. But that is very risky, especially in the middle of a team fight, and also where to jump to, right? Because if you jump in the middle of a team fight, like Thresh, Maokai is just going to just CC you and Kai'Sa is basically dead. But this is for all the marbles. Who's going to take first place in the East Conference, second East Conference? And who's also going to come out of this game with a flawless as well. Sadly, like, it's not a perfect flawless, right? St. Clair's lost their first game, but still, 7-0 is still 7-0.
Yeah, you want that flawless record. It feels so good to not lose any, series there. They did lose their first game here today, but hopefully they can close this out and not lose an entire series. And honestly, they've been playing very, very well today. That first game did not go very well, so you got to be a little bit scared. You got to be a little bit frightened on this cold Halloween night. You got to want to win this very, very quickly. And I'm wondering if we're going to see a close game for once, because both games on either side seem to be a bit of a snowball on either side. Like, we haven't really seen a comeback situation happen.
First game definitely really came down to good draft out of Oklahoma and really good decisions late game. Like St. Clair was able to like make that game into 40 minutes. Like that game, like a lot, like St. Clair still like played to win that game, right? They didn't give up. Like there's a lot of times where you would see teams just be like, oh, whatever, this game's gone. But,
invade, I think.
Oh, first invade of the series here. Oh, they're both invading. They're both invading.
But neither are going. They're going opposites right now.
Are we going to get to see some vertical jungling?
That'd be good to see, but they're collapsing mid. Maybe this is how they want to end it. They want to get it out with a big surprise, end it off with a bang, as Nautilus sees Syndra, but they're going to back off. The rest of the Saints are near the Dragon Pit. Not going to find much, as both teams going to narrowly avoid each other.
I was wondering if they're both going to do the same thing mirrored, where they both come through the mid bushes, and there's just a hold-out 5v5 scrap fight 1 minute in. That would have been very entertaining, but today, we're going to go just relax and throw some wards there. It gets spooky. Ooh. But yeah, just the wards there. They know where Maokai is starting. St. Clair didn't ward Raptors, but I'm pretty sure they know the jungle patterns that Morgana does as well. And they both have done the same exact clear for the past 2 games, so...
Definitely Bakery Boy, just doing his normal CS kind of clear. And, since we have the time to... never mind. We're getting a little bit of an engage happening here in the bot lane. Ready. We're not going to find much of it as the Xayah in trouble. Thresh not letting a hook off the bat. But I just wanted to say, what do you think? Which team, if you had to guess, would win that level 1 bout? We did see
level 1 bout? It's... If all 5 is
big
there...
root and a hook.
Forget about that. Let's talk about now. Oh, you know, little touch and go here. You
That's,
know, a little poke, but that Nautilus looking for the hook, gets the
oh, he
hook
finds
on.
it. Oh, Rockman's
Oh,
very low.
but the trades come out, and St. Clair on top of the flash, the ignite onto Rockboom. Rockboom's able to get out, but he has to burn his flash and also the potion. A lot. This lane is all about aggression, all about engage here. It's whoever controls the wave and is able to, you know, get that wave to clear and find those openings for the hooks, right? Because if you able to control this minion wave, you know, if you control it smartly, you can definitely nullify the opportunities being engaged on. Because you know, Thresh's Q and Nautilus's hook does not go through minions.
Yep.
But as we're talking about earlier, who would win that level 5 bout? I'm pretty sure due to Nautilus's early base stats and how Darius's kit works, and the Morgana, I definitely it's just one of those. They
Yep.
just would take that fight. I'm pretty sure.
Definitely. So
But-
good thing that didn't happen, because that would have been disastrous. You can see
Absolutely.
why they avoided that fight, but you can see that they're doing a pretty good job at pushing these waves up right now. But Oklahoma just getting the edge on them just a little bit there in the bot lane.
Yeah, Oklahoma definitely winning the summoner trades. There, getting both summoners out of Rockboom. Also, really good at gauge like the Nautilus just flashing and igniting onto Rockboom just to have that play, because that was looking really bad at the beginning with all the poke. But here we go, we got a little gank coming up top. Morgana misses the Q. Bakery Boy able just to walk away. It's the one thing, right? Jace definitely has control over this wave because it's a range versus melee matchup here in the top lane. But that's kind of, you know, Darius just kind of has to, like, just leave this lane at even XP, right? He doesn't necessarily need to win the lane, right? He just needs to stop Jace from getting out of control. And with that, he's able to have, you know, since Jace is able, will constantly push and have that, right? Like, it opens up a lot of opportunities for the opposing team to gank them and put them farther behind.
Yep, just seeing it. Normal clears coming out from the junglers, but I do agree with you there that it's looking pretty normal so far, but those tiny little advantages are going to start to add up very soon. As Manny moves down to the bot lane, maybe going to go for a little bit of a gank here against Oklahoma. He's getting a
Counter jungle.
invade, I think, happening here, but can't quite see what's happening there. Oh, it's just taking the
They
cruds.
don't know.
Doing a good job.
Oh, they saw the ward they're paying. They know he's there. There's the rotations
he's gonna
out.
collapse. But
Does he know it's warded?
well,
Gets
he has
seen.
vision.
He's just gonna walk out. You know what? That's a win. He takes the Krugs. He gets out.
Yeah, he did a good job. I think he cleared out chickens as well, so
Mhm.
great invade there from their jungler, starving the Morgana. Even every little bit of XP is going to add up more and more and more.
Are they gonna try to fight? They're gonna start dragging here. They
Very
want to get
early.
this done. If St. Clair just like, you know, they have the map priority, right? They found the back timing from Oklahoma there and abused that. So, you know, bot lane had to clear that wave bottom there. But so that, since either you go to dragon and fight that, or you lose the wave, right? It's a lose-lose situation. And St. Clair able to pick up an early Infernal Drake, which is, as we talk about those small advantages, like 6%, like it's not as bad as it was, like, you know, 8%, 10%,
Yeah.
but it's still enough to where you would start winning trades a little bit more, right? You start winning a little bit, like especially in top lane, right? A little bit of HP values and all that, right? And you're able to just, you know,
Ooh,
chunk
for
him
a little
out.
bit of a gank, but he has vision, so he gets a little bit of a snipe there, going to scare him off. Great play by Bakery Boy, watching all his corners. Good vision usage from him. Ooh,
Oh,
Nautilus
the
going to get
hook.
the engage there. Going to get knocked up, though, by the Thresh. Going to get
Oh,
a
the
hook as
hook.
well. But he's going to get ignited out. The Xayah has to retreat, but it's looking like the Kai'Sa's going to get this if they play their cards right.
Oh,
Ooh,
the
they get stunned. That was
snare. That
a
saves
great
him.
route.
The jungler, they might be looking for a dive, but he's, oh, is he not dead?
Oh, he's ignited. Might get out.
No, not with the Ori
No,
shield.
yeah.
But that could have looked disastrous for St. Clair. That could have been Rock Boom going down, or even the Thresh, but both of them able to get out alive. Sadly, they are going to lose probably a plate on their tower and lose a wave at XP, but that is honestly a small price to pay from almost two of them dying
Yeah.
in the bot lane.
Yeah, it's a miracle that they got out there. That would have been a terrifying experience. It's get out by a hair there, and Sabashi just playing it normally. Not too much of a difference here, but that Drake is gonna hopefully add up to more as we move further and further into the game. Maddie just doing his clears. everyone just doing their job. Pretty standard game right now, but Oklahoma not really finding much of an advantage here.
No, not really. It's also like Morgana jungle, like it's really good. You have a good wave clear and all that, but you do really need to rely on, for instance, like Nautilus or Darius with landing a CC before, like
Both
during the
supports are
gank, right?
mid.
Because it's hard to hit a binding when they already see you coming. Meanwhile, like, oh, we got a fight. He gets the hook on the mid lantern there, but Maokai coming in with the ultimate. They need to jump onto this Ori, not the Nautilus though. But either way, Nautilus is going to go down first.
Oh, and they get the hook on the Ori.
The hook. It's
That's
St.
gonna be a double kill
Clair
potentially.
looking.
Oh,
Oh
Sephiroth's
no,
not
that's
keeping
a
him
hook.
in.
Ooh, Syndra already used her ult, didn't she? Yeah, she has no ult, so still first blood on the side of St. Clair here, but onto their tank jungler, which is, you know, is good getting first blood, but kind of not where you want the gold to be on, especially on your tanky champions that don't need a lot of gold, don't need XP, but still a kill's a kill, and St. Clair will take that any day of the week.
For sure. That's a great little engage there in mid. I was about to say, felt like it was very, very long, especially with how the first two games went. That was a long little while before our first couple kills came out there. And just like that, looks like Oklahoma Christian trying to even up the scoreline by getting the rift here. And I don't think there's any vision on St. Clair. They don't know. They're none the wiser as to where this rift is going and where the teammates are going right now on the side of Oklahoma Christian.
Very good response here out of Oklahoma Christian, right? Yeah, they just lost a fight. They lost a fight mid, right? Nautilus goes down, right? But Nautilus is back here. Oh, shoot, was that 20 billion or something
Yeah,
like
it's
that?
not,
Oh my
not
lord.
correct.
Yeah, but Darius able to get that shove in shove that under the tower, right? And then having mid lane also just be able to be alive and push out, and just finding that opportunity to get an objective, right? They get something. This could open up a good timing for Oklahoma here for a mid or a top dive, or just a dive in general on either side, because they have a lot of good CC. They might wait till Nautilus is level 6 with a point and click CC onto the Xayah to maybe burn her ultimate, or they probably look for a gank mid, honestly, because Orianna, like, she's really strong. She has that shield, right? But she has no escapes other than her flash.
Yeah, it's you don't have really much escape options there. And he's gonna clear the blue buff. Dragon's up in 40, so it looks like both teams are prepping for that very, very soon. Gonna try and clear the wards, clear the vision. And if I was a Josu, I would be thinking, this is a little suspicious. Why are you clearing vision then?
Oh, look at this strike! Look at this
fight happening here up the top.
The knockback is very good, fairly nicely timed. Oh, but the flash E, he wants blood. The Q, but that's a lot of just a flash for 25% of his HP. Like, I do like the energy, right? But it's a really good knockback out of Bakery Boy there. Just so Darius loves those long, extended fights there, because that's really where his kids gets to shine with his hemorrhage. And then he was able to, bleed them out to get to that nice threshold to where his ult will insta-kill, being 5 hits. But Jace be able to just disengage him like that, just stop the fight, make it into 2 quick sight. But here we go, we got a dive bot lane here. Is it enough for St. Clair? St. Clair able to kill Kaisa and Nautilus here without any of them dying. It's a really nicely done engage there out of St. Clair to 4-0 now.
Yeah, they are running away with the kill line right now. 4-0, they're up a dragon, down a rift, but we haven't seen that rift being used yet, and it looks like they're going to secure themselves another dragon after getting those kills. It's going to be tough to contest this. It's not, and there's no vision on that dragon. Red team,
St. Clair
really College, securing themselves another Drake.
St. Clair definitely running away with this game, but here comes a response out of top lane. The snare, the CC comes in, the bleed. That kill goes onto the Morgana and not the Darius.
They're going to drop a rift as well.
That's rift.
Looking
so
to take
Darius,
a lot of turret plating here.
Darius is going to get a nice paycheck here with a top lane, but Oklahoma also going to be pressuring plates mid as well. Do they get this tower?
I think they might.
Is it enough?
Barely.
No, not with the TP there. No, they got to go after that plate.
Yeah, Jace is going to contest that, push them off of his tower, try and make sure he can, farm all the way up there, because losing that tower this early is going to be rough. But honestly, St. Clair playing very, very well. They're up kills, they're up gold, they're up dragons, and I think they're going to be playing for the late game here, as Oklahoma wants to rush this out. because if they end up securing Soul, it's gonna get scarier and scarier here on this cold Halloween night.
Just gotta be careful here now, right? Jace doesn't want to make this Darius into a Frankenstein, where Darius could 1v5 a fight sometimes.
Definitely. Rock Boom getting a little bit of engage on Sawashi here. Not find much. Just standard stuff happening. Nothing too crazy yet. But Bakery Boy, you can feel the tensions mounting though.
I do like to say it's another Ocean Soul this game. Again, Oklahoma bailed out with a lucky drag roll here, where they could just buy Grievous Wounds and they can just give up these next 2 dragons if they need to. Preferably not, honestly, what they want to do. They don't really have, like, Kai'Sa's decent good at scaling. Darius is going to fall off after the mid game. They don't really have, like, it's just Kai'Sa and I guess Orianna. She does damage consistently, like, but she's not like a hyper carry type champ. Unlike Xayah and then Jace as well. Honestly, like, St. Clair, they can rush this, they can delay the game. Either way, they're gonna, just how their champions interact with the game, like, they're gonna be on top. St. Clair definitely in the driver's seat in this game, looking to get the bot tower. Thresh just pressuring, maybe looking for a hook. I don't know. Yeah, they definitely don't want to go for a dive for a tier 2 tower. That's not really worth it. But game's gonna slow down for a little bit. Oh, as I say that,
Big Maokai ult, does he find the engage? Gonna get a little bit of damage, gonna have to get out there because he's sandwiched between 2 turrets, not a lot of breathing room. But Bakery Boy gonna get a big engage here on the Darius. He's gonna try and fight here. Now he's gonna take some tower shot. He has no minions, but the big execute from Gorilla Jones gonna get the turret plating falling, and that's probably gonna be top turret down for St. Clair College. But while I say that, they're gonna take, Rockgoon's gonna try and take out bot tower.
Oklahoma now, since they have a kill and a lead over this Jace, the Darius becoming a monster in the top lane to the point where they're going to need multiple people to respond to him. But St. Clair has an advantage in the mid lane, the bot lane, and the jungle. So what can one Darius do, right? Oklahoma has to pressure, like, make this Darius into, like, they got to play around him now. Like, he's their only hope for this game to even go past 26 minutes here.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to try and push this out as long as they can, but honestly, I don't think they can do much about it, as St. Clair is just kind of running away with it. They do have some towers to play with, but a lot of damage from St. Clair as well. They just have so much of an advantage right now. And another rift is up. That's the objective play around right now, as you can both see it. Seems like both teams gearing up for a team fight almost, but looks like Oklahoma Christian just full diving the rift for some reason. All 5 of them.
They gotta do something.
All 4 of them actually, just going for it. You know, Rift's good, but I don't know if it's good enough to put your entire team there. That's a big time sink, big, committal for one objective, but maybe they have a plan that I'm just not aware of.
Well, since I think just because Darius is as their strongest player, right? They have to play for top side here, right? Get that Rift Herald. That's just something they have, like an option they have. Now Darius here, is he? Where is he? Where did he go? Oh, he's still top lane. All right. So it looks like Darius is probably just gonna split top. No, he's gonna go back. All right. So he's gonna group for the dragon here. Now this is where the game just tilts out of control here. The stun onto the Kai'Sa, but she uses cleanse here. Oh, but the pull, is that enough? No, not enough damage, and the tower was not aggro on her. Onto the Syndra. And St. Clair here, very low on the Syndra here. The mid laner is almost dead. Darius has arrived at this fight, right? He's the scariest person on Oklahoma's team, and here comes the 3rd Drake. Oh, a nice little Drake fight. They're just fighting over wards right now. Oh, he gets the pull onto the Zion. That's a big pick.
Oh, big hook as well on the Nautilus.
Nautilus gets blown up there. Maokai comes in. What can one Darius do? He is a monster, but is he that monster? Is he that guy? Oh, gets the triple heal, gets the pull, but he can't hit anybody.
He's running away with the ghost, but he gets
caught
out.
And just like that, Oklahoma basically aced there. I know, like, just Nautilus, since he's low level, right, his respawn was a lot quicker, but that was basically an ace, and that's for a dragon for St. Clair. St. Clair going on to the 3rd dragon.
That was a disaster absolute massacre if you're on the side of Oklahoma Christian University there. It's not looking good for you as you're down 3 Drakes and St. Clair is up 7 kills.
The fact that they didn't even get one in that entire fight is also heartbreaking. Even though like Darius find that nice like Zaya Rock walked up a little too aggressively. Like yeah, he has ult, but he's still in the range of the apprehend, which is a very close range ability. Able to get that hook off, able to burn that ultimate right off the bat, but still not been able to get the damage onto the Rocco to kill him. And then just a fight. Maokai comes in behind with the Maokai ultimate, and it's just fight's done.
Yeah, it's all they have is the top lane to play against, but with the Syndra up there holding it down, it's going to be tough to break through that defense. EMP's just clearing out wards, but it's going to get found out by
6k gold lead on the side of St. Clair right now.
Yeah, it's just a massive lead right now. There's a Maokai ult gonna root one of them, but he's gonna dash out in time while he was rooted.
Rift Herald in the bot lane here as a turret for Oklahoma, and plus objective bounties have been now enabled. Could find a way back into this game just because how busted the objective bounty system works. But Nautilus is just too behind on items and XP to where he's not really like he pulls in and just gets blown up.
Oh, they got a second slam though in the bot lane.
That's big.
That could be big, but he's gonna get pushed off by the Jace there. Now the turret line, which was so much in St. Clair's favor for so long, looking very, very even now.
Definitely. Darius, I think, have now realized what his play is right now is to drag this game out a little bit, try to split here off of his team to give his team like they need more than 2 people to answer for Darius right now due to how strong he is. So the fact that he's able to draw that much pressure just to him alone, it opens up a lot of opportunities and ways to farm and get back in the game for the rest of the team. So it allows his Orion and Kaisa to farm back up, get the necessary items that they need here. But Darius, this is a very risky thing, right? Because you have 3 people going to you with a Maokai ultimate, Syndra, Thrash, right? There's a lot of ways he can get caught. If he gets caught, that's the whole point of his play is just gone out the window. He loses all the pressure and all that.
There's a little bit of cat and mouse there. Name of the game, catch him down, lock him down, secure the kill. But it's going to be tough to do because these teams, both playing at such a high level, it's hard to find those mistakes. Splashy there, cleaning up at the top lane, making sure that last turret holds up as a bastion, but it's probably not going to stay up there for long as St. Clair is postulating towards it. And now, looks like Zephrot going to take that top tower, and Moran's going to be forced to move back down. And we got a big invade in the jungle securing blue buff. EMP's going to try and take something there, but not going to find it. And it looks like a massive team fight is about to happen. The Baron is up. Is St. Clair going to go for Baron? Probably not unless they win this team fight handedly, but not going to find much. Both teams approaching on each other. Big hook
Flash,
by Nautilus. The ult's coming out, and there.
But no damage, no follow-up. There's nothing. They can't follow up after this Nautilus engage.
Big hook, though.
The Darius gets hooked, gets blown up. That's the only threat they have on their team, and they're just running with their tail between their legs. St. Clair looking to probably clear this wave and try to get a tower here in the mid lane. Yeah, tier 2 tower. Or no, looks like they're just going to go right to Dragon.
Yep, they have vision. Oh, they have their own vision. So it looks like it's looking very, very good for St. Clair College as they are going to be able to take this dragon. I think they want to take the team fight. They want to force it here. And Bakery Boy is
Jace
up there in the
hooked.
front
Oh,
lines
the
and it gets hooked out. They're going to have to get Josu there. He's the last one alive. He's going to try and steal.
Jace is really low. That could be a kill.
Jace is low. Swashi finds it, but he's going to get traded out. And now they're both trying to clamor for the Baron right now. He gets
Kaisa
hooked,
does
but
no
big
damage.
spell shield though gets him out of the hook. But Josu not going to get him off the hook as he
the
gets taken out by
smite.
Maddie as well. And now EMP's locked out there. Going to have to back off. And that might be Baron. Did they reset Baron? Can we see it?
Here.
It looks like they did successfully reset Baron. So they lost quite a few members, and they lost quite a few bit of gold there because of it. But they did succeed in their goal, stopping Baron, because that probably would have been it.
That would have been it. Yeah, but now they reset. They have the gold. They won that fight handedly. And now they're just going to group up and try to fight for Dragon in the next 20 seconds. A TP coming out of the... yeah. Sorry. I forgot her name for a second. Syndra. and looks yeah, and but at least Oklahoma is getting here quicker, able to set up the wards faster, maybe able to catch something. They need to catch something. They can't fight as 5 here. They lose every time. They're just too behind. They discover the Nautilus and the Darius looking in the bushes. A very
I think they want to try and
predictable
stop
play.
Soul here because they don't want to have to. They don't have the money to build.
They don't,
Grievous runes
yeah, they
right
just
now.
can't even afford their core items. The hook
Oh,
lands.
big Nautilus hook.
Huge.
Sephiroth gonna get taken out. That's a big player out of the game. It's
That's
like
a
one
lot
of
of
the main
HP,
damage
though.
dealers. There's a lot of the, and they got Soul anyways, even if they got that good kill.
The
But
Darius,
now here's
though,
the
he's
team
charging.
fight. Gets
Oh.
rooted out, and there's the Maokai ult gonna get another root, gonna take out another, and their team is getting picked off one by one. EMP is the last one there. Gonna try and spell shield himself, but it's not enough as he gets locked down. The double kill on the Jace, and now they just have to walk it down mid, and that is a major win. Oh, they have enough health to go Baron now.
They're doing it.
That regen of the Ocean Soul is gonna come in handy here after all these team fights, and it's going to be rough. They only have one Orianna up to contest this right now, and with how much damage they're doing, that Baron's not going to be up for long.
Baron's gone. Yeah, or he's just gonna clear wards just to get any presence and vision and control any part of the map right now.
They have gotten Baron Nashor at only 23 minutes. That is a scary game to be in if you're Oklahoma Christian University.
Complete nightmare for Oklahoma right now. This game. It's really bad that your Nautilus is 0-5-2 right now. It's also like we saw with that, right? They get the pick onto Syndra there right off the beginning there, but Nautilus goes down and Darius needs somebody else to run into the fight. Either Darius needs to flank or have somebody else take the pressure away from him when he runs in, because Darius can easily just get CC'd and then just focus down, and Darius needs to be like, he's a melee champ, right? He needs to be on top of them, right? But the fact that, you know, Nautilus dies or just can't be in the fight for at all after like one skirmish, right? Just Darius, their strongest guy, just can't do anything this
They
game.
take the first turret and they are going for the inhibitor as well. They have the Baron buff. It's 20 minutes in. He misses the hook, but that might not be it. There we are. The loading
Drag.
screen, a little bit of a misplay there, but it's fine. We know what's happening. Inhibitor has been taken out, and now things are looking very, very dangerous for Oklahoma Christian University to try and farm that super minion. But with Saints going for the double inhibit, looks like this might be it. They're taking out another turret. Big engage there. They got one separated. Thresh gonna ult out and get out. And there's the Maokai ult gonna root down one, gonna get the hook on the Nautilus there. And he's all alone. He's separated from the pack. But can they find the kill? They can't.
Ori
do it.
ult.
The team is split up there. Not gonna find much. And now they got another turret and they're gonna take out another inhibitor as well, and it goes uncontested. They don't have a turret to play around, and now Saints are just running away with it, hoping that there's the super minion walking down the lane. That is gonna be it, buffed by the Baron. It's gonna be rough. Now,
Oh, the flash
last
ult
team
they have.
fight.
This is the last play. This is the only play they
Last
get. The
resort,
Kaiser
here
ult
it
to the
is.
back line. Q goes up, but there's just no damage. There's no damage. They can't kill them.
And
Oh
they get picked off
my.
one by one. They're all just within a few HPs from death there. And now, double kill coming out from Maokai. Gonna get a double kill on Jace as well, leading EMPs as the last bastion of defense against all of this. Just their jungler, the Morgana, gonna try and root, delay this as long as possible with a super minion in base. All Baron buffed. Two of the strongest players in the game right now. Absolutely just demolishing those towers. And Nexus, nowhere to defense, and the Maokai ult just gonna stop any sense of
there it
winning
is.
there. And Oklahoma Christian University does not win it all. St. Clair wins it all, taking home all the candy today on this Halloween, continuing their 7-0 winning streak. But for the first time ever, Oklahoma Christian University took off their absolutely flawless record.
Yeah.
Now it's just a flawless record.
You know, you take those, right? It's not perfect, but it's still a strong showing out of St. Clair.
It's perfect, but
But-
not perfect if you look at it with a microscope.
But still, a fantastic series, honestly. That was probably the closest series we've had this season for Varsity. The fact that, you know, we saw some good drafts, especially game one, good macro decisions. And then St. Clair, you know, after the first match, like, losing that way, it's just like, you know, you got outdrafted, you know, you lost, you know, the early game didn't go as flawless as you wanted. But then, you know, they were able to come back game two, blow out that game at like 23 minutes, and then this game 26 minutes as well. Like they were everything was clicking in these past 2 games.
Yeah, definitely. And with all that said, everything clicked, everything meshed well together. It was great having you on here today, Brandon. But or Brendan. Brendan.
Brendan.
Sorry, my bad. Brendan. I knew I messed up there. But anyways, we're not done yet. We're going to have a little bit of a post-game interview with one of the players, asking them how they feel about this match, everything you want to know. So don't go anywhere. We're going to have a post-game interview very soon after a quick break. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to NACE League of Legends. We just wrapped up our match here today. We're joined by Maddie, our jungler, here today. He played very, very well, and we have a couple of questions for you here today. And first being, you guys have a perfect record. How does that feel?
Feels pretty good. We have first seed going into playoffs. Um, yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Feels pretty good.
But
We have it. Oh, actually, today was the first game we dropped. So
Yes.
yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. How do you feel about that? You lost your
well,
first game.
we lost our first game. No more perfect record. But we stumbled game one. We dropped the game. Went back. Said, all right, guys, let's focus up. Let's play cleaner. And came back with the 2-0.
So
Felt
that
pretty
w-
confident after the second game. Third game, it's pretty much the same. So we feel pretty good about it.
So I was just saying, you were just like, let's just play better.
Yeah, basically.
There was nothing special that in particular, that they did that threw you off the first game. Or was it just like wrong picks, the draft, or was it just mechanical skill on?
I'm not gonna lie, it's Cassante. I hate Cassante. Everyone hates
True. I was
Cassante.
wondering why you guys didn't ban that out in the first.
After game one, I said, please just ban
And
Cassante.
you
I
won.
don't want to play with it. I don't want to play against it.
Yeah, that's
I
a
hate that champion.
good choice to ban that out. The 60% win rate, very, very tough. Do you have any questions, Brendan?
I was gonna say, like, watching your games there, like, after, like, the first game draft was a little wishy-washy, right? But you came back after the second game with very stronger, smarter picks there. You saw the Lee Sin, right? The first blind pick. What was your thought process there?
Well, he's historically played it a lot. He's a Lee Sin player, right? So, I mean, going into draft, we already know if he picks Lee Sin on one, I'll just pick copy on one
Yeah.
too, and it just hard counters it. Like I could just counter everything he does. I mean, I can't always counter the insect, but more or less, like I can always play against it. I can always ult him out, screw the team over. Poppy's just a good pick in general as well, just to pick in general. So, felt pretty confident
Yeah,
against
no,
the Lee Sin.
yeah, watching you guys play that fight, I was just looking at Lee Sin, just like, what can he do? He throws a Q, you just stand. You didn't even do anything.
Yeah,
you
like
just
if he
stand
Qs
there.
80
It's like,
carry,
what do
I
I
could
do?
just stand on her. If he goes in, I press W.
Yeah, he literally Q'd on the mid laner, and then you just stand by your mid laner. Then he
Yeah.
dives in, and he just goes to the tank. It's like, what can you do?
That's the boys.
Yeah, it's the boys. That was you right there in the middle.
was
We were
me.
watching you play the whole time. Had the cat mask on the first game. Do you think that influenced your gameplay at all?
I'm not gonna lie, I did take it off going into game. I had it on pre-game. After the first game, I was
You
like,
had
no
to be
more, no
locked
more
in.
jokes. I'm not putting it back on until we're done. So
Definitely.
You got to
And
see the map, right?
And
Yeah.
on that line of thinking, what's the coolest costume you've seen today? in
like,
all-
I'm not gonna lie, going into college, I think I skipped class last Halloween, but we don't talk about that. But this Halloween, I went to school.
You've
Not
reformed. You're
that
better.
many costumes. I thought there'd be more. Like high school, it was packed, but college, not many costumes.
People are there.
So
Serious.
I'd say mine was the coolest I've seen all day. But also, I think one of the observers doing a near automata costume.
Oh,
that
yeah,
one's pretty
she's-
cool.
that's
That's about the second coolest after mine.
That's Amanda. She's great. And she's doing our graphics here today, holding it all down, the switching, the score lines, all that good stuff. So
Yeah,
shouts out to them. Shouts out to everybody in the back, Daniil, Tommy, and Amanda, all running it amazingly back there. And thank you, Maddie, for joining us here today. Congrats on
pleasure.
continuing the flawless record. Thank you, Brendan, for joining us
Thank
here
you.
today. And he's
Take
going to
him
do a
out.
face reveal, live
Oh
face
my
reveal.
God.
There he is.
Look at him.
I'm here.
That's a winner.
There he
Got the
is. That's the face of
little
a
hair.
winner there. And thank you to our sponsors, HyperX, Tim Hortons, Subway, St. Clair SRC, and St. Clair Alumni Association. Thank you very much. And join us once again. We'll have a stream tomorrow. So come back then. We'll see you then. Happy Halloween, everybody. Hope you get some nice tricks and treats.
Ooh.